Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. Ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to open up the second day of our wonderful all bosses Hitless journey. We're gonna have two great races. Right now, we're gonna have a race between LeydyBug and biibobii in the DS1, in DS1, right? It's all bosses. And later on, we're gonna have a race between Sounds Tricky and Yo Jasharino. All of them are wonderful runs, wonderful people. And yeah, I think we're just gonna hop in and we're gonna slowly start. Alright. Hello. How are you guys doing?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
How are we feeling? How are we doing? What are the predictions?
Trying to shake off the nerves.
You guys.
I have feelings.
You have feelings? Me too.
I am excited. Let's go, guys.
Flippy is also on Mimosa, so he's, well, drunk.
It's goddamn Sunday brunch in here. Let's get the day drinking going.
Day drinking. Honestly, you can't tempt soon. Alright, so obviously explain the rules. The person with the least amount of hits wins. What a surprise. But also if there's a tie in the hits, the fastest times will win. So yeah, if you guys can get on the character sheet creation screen, that would be perfect. And yeah, I guess the commentators are going to take off from you. And good luck, LeydyBug and biibo.
Thank you.
All right, we're giving biibo a chance to get set up here. Come on, biibo, let's go, let's go. And we are excited about this. So let's do a count. Let's give him a countdown, guys. Oh, biibo's just going. All right,
You said
LeydyBug,
go.
Wait, go.
Okay,
Go.
We're going.
Run.
Well, scuffed the countdown already. So we see that both of them started as Thief. Barker, do you want to explain why they start as Thief?
Yeah, so, the Master Key is really important for DS1. It allows you to get through a lot of doors that otherwise you couldn't if you didn't have it. So if you're starting as any class, you pretty much want that, no matter what. But Thief actually starts with the Master Key right off the bat. You don't have to choose it as a gift. So you get to choose a different gift. In this case, both of them chose the Black Fire Bombs, which is really important. Right here, I'm assuming both of them are going to use it on Asylum Demon. It only takes 5 Fire Bombs to kill. Which is
Yep, and this
much
allows
faster
you to
than any
kill
other
the...
method.
Yep, it allows you to kill the Asylum Demon early so you don't have to loop back around and run all around Asylum. You still have to get the key from Oscar. Oddly enough,
Yeah.
if you kill the demon early here, instead of him dropping the key like he normally does, he drops the Demon's Great Hammer, and then you get the key out of the Asylum from Oscar, which is presumably they did that just, so the story made sense and you still got to talk to Oscar, but it's still much faster than looping around and having to fight having a second fight with the Asylum Demon.
Yeah, that'll save like around a minute, and then they have 5 more Fire Bombs for the rest of the run, which will come in useful.
Where do you expect them to use those fire bombs?
Well, they could use it on Bit of Chaos. I know I do. I don't... It allows them to not have to pick up any other fire bombs. Like, there are easily
so you just
accessible...
skip the...
Yeah.
Okay, so you just skip the 6 pickup in Firelink Shrine, and so that's a small time save, but still, if you're racing, if you're going for the best possible time, definitely a good use.
Yeah, and personally, I also use it... I use 2 of them in Hollow Room. Which really helps out.
You do the strat where you kind of just run in a little bit, throw a black fire bomb to the left, and then run through, right?
Yeah, it's really useful on that the Balder Knight on the stairs, because it one-shots, and then you can throw it before aggroing. So you just don't need to know that at all. And of course, that hollow around the corner, you can kill that, and that really helps for the hollow room strat. I am interested in seeing what they do for hollow room.
I just saw LeydyBug level Faith to 14. What is she doing there?
I'm assuming she's going to go for the Astora Straight Sword. Because,
that's some good early game damage. It drops off later on, but early game, that is a very solid weapon. Okay.
Yes.
Bibo has not leveled up. He is popping souls, though, so he's planning on using those at some point here. And we have LeydyBug going up. They're spending a little bit of time gathering some extra things up in Asylum.
Yep.
Not Asylum, Firelink Shrine.
Firelink, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting the bones and Lloyd's Talismans, which will come in useful.
Oh, and Bibo just went with 14 Faith as well. I guess LeydyBug told me that Bibo was a little bit of a mentor for her, so I think we might expect some very similar routing from them.
Yeah.
So, do you think we'll see any sorcery from either one of these? I know that in the All Bosses speedrun, sorcery can play a very prominent role, but the hit speedrun routing is a little different since they will do various skips to get to late game bosses a bit early. Do you expect to see any sorcery here, or does that really not have a place in hitless speedrunning?
If they're going optimal, I'm assuming they'll be getting Darkbead. They'll be pushing DLC and then using Darkbead for the rest of the game, but I'm not familiar with either of their routes. So
yeah, it just depends.
We'll
a lot of runners are more comfortable just with the Crystal Halberd meta, and when trying to optimize a route for speed might just stick with that. And yep, we see both of them grabbing the Astora Straight Sword. LeydyBug is in the slight lead, probably doing it due to the fact that she is naked and thus more aerodynamic.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this Drake is a little infamous. If he does the Sweep Lightning, you go to the left. If he does the Straight Lightning, you go to the right. And we see Sweep Lightning from both. And it's a little scary going to the left because that cliffside. And they are going straight for the RTSR. So the safer strat here is if you want to go up that elevator first, then go down, grab RTSR, and bone back to the bonfire. But they are going straight in for it. And she goes up the ladder, and Bibo is close behind.
Hopefully none of them get the hard fall. I don't know who would do that.
That's what we're waiting for. Yep. I don't know if in a tournament I'd have the balls to pull this off, but LeydyBug does the jump, roll, nice. And she's out of there easy. And now Bibo, he does the roll instead of the jump, which I always find a little cozy. Oh, no! Oh, Bibo, that is why. That is why when we do Trilogy, we jump off the tower. Sad times for Bibo. Okay, so he already leveled up, so he doesn't need to get his bloodstain. So he just goes straight through Valley now, right?
That depends. I would like to know how many souls he had on him at the time. I didn't actually check that, but that drop is really important. The drop is really important because it sets up RTSR, which is really nice, as you can see for the Black Knight right here.
Oh, they're using the RTSR setup to kill Donald here.
Yep.
This infamous Black Knight right away here. The bane and hatred of all speedrunners back in the day when you had to farm out for the Black Knight Halberd drop. So this Black Knight here that LeydyBug just killed, and she did the backstep off the cliff, which beautifully done. If you know what you're doing with his AI, you can rotate him perfectly. Used to be the meta for speedruns, and people would, and it's a 33% drop rate, so speedrunners would come to him, and then 2/3 of all runs they'd have to reset because the Black Knight Halberd didn't drop.
Yep.
Fortunately, now there are better strategies for most of the runs, but
Some runs
do you
still
expect
Black
either
Knight
one of them
farming.
would? Oh, which speedruns do the Black Knight farming?
Any percent glitchless. A few of most of the remaster routes actually.
Oh, really?
then-
Okay.
Some routes in Prepare to Die edition do what's it called? Black Knight Greatsword. Black Knight Greatsword, and then they move swap with that.
Oh, yeah. They get that from the Black Knight in Parish?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Bebo is, he's just going without the RTSR setup. I think he's just going to do the same thing LeydyBug did, backstab Donald off the cliff here. So he baits him out. He kind of backwalks here, and that gives you an easy opportunity to backstab, and then that puts him in good position if you can turn him properly.
Yep, he's going for it?
Yep.
Nice.
There, he's got it. Easy. And what drops does he get? Oh, just the chunk.
Nope.
Would you expect either of them to go for Black Knight Halberd if it dropped?
Probably not. I mean, you never know. It just takes making an alternate route, which I haven't
Yeah, and
done
then you have to
for
learn
any
two
runs
routes.
I've done. For any runs I've done, I've always planned on making an alternate route, but never did it.
Yeah, I mean, just having to learn two routes at once and having that split, it's probably better to just be consistent with the one route you have.
Yeah, it's really nice to just learn one route and then stick to that. It's a lot simpler.
Yeah. Okay, so LeydyBug's clearing out this area. Why does she clear out these enemies here, Barker?
Not sure what she's going. Oh, yeah, she's going for basement key. She's just going through for basement key, and for safety, she wants to clear those enemies. And you see the Black Knight. The Black Fire Bombs are coming in useful because it one-shot that Balder Knight. And then you want those hollows out of the way either way. Like, even if you're just going.
So do you think she's gonna do the strat where she loops the hollows out of that room?
I'm not sure. It's possible. If she does, then that one Boulder Knight is out of the way, and that's useful.
At the very least, it's good
it doesn't
for
look
backup
like it.
strat.
Doesn't look like it.
You can hit that hollow from there?
Yes.
She just sniped two hollows from there. I knew you could snipe the Chandler, but I didn't realize you could get two of the hollows. And she sends the shortcut down, elevator down for later.
You see the Black Firebomb coming useful yet again on that guy. Bebo's
And she
killing
has
a tree.
Is he going for some moss?
He was hoping to get some moss right there, but it doesn't look like he's grinding. He just went for the one.
Wait. What is this strat LeydyBug is doing? Like, none of the hollows aggroed to her. I did not even know that was possible. That's amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do in Hollow Realm, a lot of different strats.
Okay, I have to learn that because that was nothing short of amazing there. And we have biibobii is upgrading and getting some arrows, and LeydyBug is headed into gargoyles. She gets the tail cut.
Nice.
And is she going to do stunlock? Yeah.
Yeah.
R1.
You see a store
R2, R1?
Useful. It does
yeah,
really nice
that damage is really powerful for early game. And yeah, R2, R1 combo there. So the tail cut and then the R2, R1, that sets up damage, and obviously 3 hits will stagger the gargoyle.
Yep.
And then she just does the 2 R2s to finish. Very well done, LeydyBug. GG. She is on a hell of a run here. And we see Bebo doing pretty much the same thing, clearing out these hollows here. Okay, is LeydyBug gonna drink and then dive off the top of the bell tower? No, she bones, actually. Oh yeah, bones back to, did she sit at a parish?
Nope.
No, she did not. Okay, so the advantage of sitting at Parish is you would have that so you could get to Sen's Fortress easier, but obviously here you can get down to Quelaag quicker.
Yeah.
And it's everybody's favorite golden boy Lautrec getting kicked off, and she does the quit out to get the ring now. She wants the extra stamina from the Ring of Favor and Protection for Quelaag. And we see Bibo lining up some archery shots. I think he's going to do pretty much the same thing. Yeah, the one hollow I knew you could get, I didn't realize you could get this boy with his sword sticking out.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Dark Souls hitboxes. Look at that hitbox. You gotta love it. And Bibo is not using the firebomb on the Baldur Knight. He just charges it like a Chad.
Interesting.
Get out of my way. And he is... Okay, so if you kill those two hollows with the bow, you can just... Wait, and did he grab normal firebombs?
He did. He has a... He grabbed the 6 firebombs in Firelink.
Okay, so he's got different plans for the black firebombs. You have any idea what that would be?
If I had to guess, he might be saving the black firebombs to use them in Lowerburg. I don't know. I always just bought like a bunch from the Crestfallen Merchant in Sen's Fortress and used them.
Oh my god, LeydyBug, I'm no longer rooting for you. Okay, no, those were some pretty decent drops.
Oh my god.
Oh. Playing with fire there. Okay, never mind. I'm rooting for you again.
Jesus.
Okay, so normally, wow.
That didn't go to plan.
There's a drop. There's what I call the Blighttown drop, where you drop right off the top there. She didn't do that. It looked like she was going for a safer strat, but she did a completely different series of drops, which looked just about as fast and looked to set her up well to kill the blow dart guy. But
yes.
Things obviously did not go to plan.
No, she didn't end up getting that blow dart guy, so she does not have moss. Moss is really useful because, well, it just cures poison, but you can use the poison here to set up RTSR. So,
yeah, and you can cure the poison right when you hit RTSR to have a proper setup. And I don't know if she knows the health setup, or in a race environment if she wants to wait for, you heal at a certain time and then poison will set it up. She's just going right in, it looks like.
No.
And how... Oh, no.
Yeah, she's waiting.
So, how does it feel to be in a tournament and not have the RTSR setup for Quelaag, Barker? I believe you have some experience with this.
I don't even know. I do wonder.
Do you wonder about that? Do you really? Or was there a time maybe in an attempt... Oh, she's going in. She is going in without it.
Nice. there may have been one time.
There may have been one time. How did that feel?
Horrible. Quelaag is one of my least favorite bosses. So, like, that's a...
Least favorite bosses? How can you not love Quelaag? She's so beautiful, and she's got this giant booty. Like, okay, chat... We cannot argue. You can argue about the various merits of Dark Souls 1, but Dark Souls 1 has the best monster girl waifus. The best monster girl waifus. You got Quelaag. You got Priscilla, half dragon, half lady. You got Gwendolyn. And you got Quelaag here, this beautiful woman atop this big bootied spider. What more do you want in a monster girl waifu, chat? She's fiery, she's passionate, she loves and cares about her family. Oh, and biibobii is in Blighttown here. And did he get the...
No, he did not get the moss. He did the Blighttown drop, but did not go for the...
Okay. Okay, wait, he's got his armor on. He's got RTSR right now. He's got his armor on. He's taking these drops very carefully.
I do believe
with this.
I do believe he's gonna try avoiding the poison altogether.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering why he had his armor on earlier. I was just distracted by my love for Quelaag. I'm sorry about that, chat.
Let's go.
Okay, yep, and he is running this is the route you run if you want to avoid poison. Okay, so I see what LeydyBug did. She set herself up with the heal strat for RTSR. She must know that as a backup, but she went into the fight anyways. She'll do some damage, and RTSR will eventually kick in. Yep, right there, right as poison ends. Perfect RTSR setup from LeydyBug. She knows what she is doing here. As we see biibobii hot on her tails, he's jumping into the fight right away with RTSR, so he might make up a little bit of time for that the Valley of Drake's death right now, since he's entering the fight with RTSR. I don't think he'll catch up entirely, but he'll make up a little bit of time.
Yeah, that allowed him to get a lot closer to her.
Yeah, especially with Quelaag, she has pretty high defense for early game, and they're using a weapon with a split damage, so RTSR is very critical. And you can see doing 200 damage per swing.
Oh,
he
nice!
Got the stun lock.
He got the stagger.
Well, not the full stun lock, but he got the stagger on her. If you hit Quelaag's upper half, if you hit her in her lady part, she will stagger 100%. And it's very hard to do with a weapon as short as a straight sword, but he pulled it off there, and I wonder if that was intentional. If he knows how to hit that hitbox there. Okay, and LeydyBug is going...
tight.
Yeah. LeydyBug is going down to ceaseless discharge right now. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of killing ceaseless discharge now as opposed to later?
So ceaseless discharge drops 20,000 souls, which is pretty nice for early game. I personally don't think it's worth it, but you also get a homeward bone and humanity. No, you don't need humanities in this route because it's all bosses. So that
nope, because you're doing all bosses, you don't need to do that skip. Biibo does not go for ceaseless, so we have a little bit of a pretty major divergence in routes here.
Okay, so doing ceaseless later saves a lot of time, especially if they're going for sorcery. That's a huge difference in time. So I'd say at this point, Biibo's probably ahead.
You think so?
I would say so, just because he didn't go for ceaseless.
And we see Biibo breaking down the chunk from that he got from Donald in order to get some regular Titanite shards. And he's feeding Fram to the humanity. He is feeding Fram to all sorts of stuff. And even some Titanite. He's just getting rid of all this stuff. I wonder if it's worth the time for the few hundred souls you get from the lesser items. And we see LeydyBug doing the ceaseless discharge developer-intended cheese, where you steal his dead sister's clothing and then you run back to the fog gate here. And ceaseless discharge is so enraged at you, he leaps after you. If you look down below, a lot of people are confused by what happens here, but he's on flat ground, and then he leaps after you over a cliff, and then you basically punch his hand that he's hanging on with, and send him plummeting down into the fall below.
Okay, interesting. She's not boning out of that.
She is now, just a little later. Wants to make sure she does not repeat the mistake of Easy yesterday with Chariot.
I mean, yeah, what she wanted to do is bone out right as the victory achieved text is fading out, so she actually triggers the cutscene and gets the items. Because those drop a little after the boss actually dies.
Mm-hmm. I actually will try and time it so that I activate the homeward bone right before victory achieved comes up, and that gets me out in perfect timing.
Yes.
But I was missing one humanity, and I recently realized I'm leaving before I get the humanity or homeward bone. And Biibo is here, and he is going to upgrade his longbow. Let's see, is he going for Sif now, or is he going to Sen's Fortress?
Sense
Looks
Fortress.
like he's... Oh, yep, Sense Fortress. Okay, Sif is for later once you've got a better weapon. All right, so yeah, it does look like he's a bit ahead now heading into Sens. He's still got Ceaseless to deal with, but that shouldn't take more than a minute once he's got a Crystal Halberd.
If he does go for Darkbead, then he'll do that whole section after he gets Darkbead, and
That's
Ceaseless
super
will
quick,
either
just
be a
because
2-shot or a
Darkbead is-
3-shot, which is one phase, even without RTSR. Wait, no, it would be with RTSR. It'd be with RTSR because you can get the Dust Crown Ring, and that allows for really easy RTSR setups in all bosses.
Yeah, because you can instantly cut your health in half with the Dust Crown Ring. And Bibo is just running a clinical fast Sens. Sens Fortress feels really scary. You know, it's a big block the first time you play, but when you learn it, you learn the timings of everything, it feels so good. Doesn't it just feel so good to go through Sens quickly, Barker?
Absolutely.
You're just running past all these traps and everything is going according to plan. It's honestly, with how much chaos it is, it feels so safe. Okay, he grabs the lightning spear. Is he using that just for Iron Golem then?
I would assume so. He didn't... The only good early game weapon he got was the Astora Straight-Sword, and the lightning spear is going to do better against Iron Golem than the Astora Straight-Sword.
Yeah, it really starts dropping off pretty early, especially with these fast routes they're doing. And plunges the Snake Girls. He's going for Slumbering, right?
Yeah, looks like it. Which isn't necessary in all bosses if you're getting hidden, but he went up there to trigger the snake. If you're right in that doorway, then the snake will aggro and just run off into the hole because...
Oh, really?
Yes. Snake Eye is really funny. And he's going for this, which is really risky. So once after you get Slumbering, you can drop down almost to the beginning of Sens Fortress and just run back through, which is fine, but there will be snakes.
But going through
on
a second time, things have changed. That's the problem. Going through a second time, if you need to loop back through Sens for any reason, there.
Right there. It's just things change, and it's what changes is not consistent.
Exactly, like I was talking about earlier about, Sens Fortress, just being consistent and, despite how chaotic it is, everything happens the same way every time, but not when you run through a second time.
Yeah, it's just so consistent because you run through and no matter what you do, the same thing happens every time, but then once you do that drop, then it starts getting a little...
And
less
LeydyBug...
consistent.
LeydyBug's actually going for the Symbol of Avarice drop. She's not going to get it here because she only had the 4 Lloyd's Talismans, so 4 plus the 1 kill there is 5. But then with the Mimic in Anorlando, that'll be 6, and then there are several right before Ornstein and Smo where she can get 7 for the guaranteed Symbol of Avarice drop. Do we think... Is Bibo just not caring about Symbol of Avarice? Is he just doing all of his RTSR setups with drops, or...?
I mean, I guess we'll see, but... Symbol of Avarice really isn't necessary. Even in, like, a hybrid route where you might want more souls, it's not really necessary. Like, all of the RTSR setups, they have really nice setups by now. Like, there's been so much...
Yeah.
So much has been discovered, and every RTSR setup has something really nice. And once you get Dust Crown Ring, it's so much easier.
Yeah, especially in all bosses where you get Dust Crown Ring, a ring that you pretty much can put on and then take off to put your health at half. And LeydyBug is grabbing the bonfire. Oh, I know what she's doing. She's grabbing this bonfire. She's gonna do a different route to get Slumbering. She's going to do a little cheeky drop here. to go get slumbering, as we are now headed in to the Iron Golem boss fight.
So Bibo did not go to the Crestfallen Merchant, which I'm going to assume that's why he didn't use those black fire bombs earlier. He's saving them for later.
Oh, and LeydyBug's just gonna buy more. Okay, and 3 hits staggers the Iron Golem, and the lineup looks good. And Iron Golem goes off the cliff. GG.
2 hits.
BOB. Oh, was that only 2 hits?
Yep, 2 hits to 2 R2s to stagger.
Oh, okay. I'm a bit on the mimosas right now. You're gonna have to like do the complicated math stuff, like counting to 2.
Yeah.
I'm leaning on you here. And Bibo is okay. I thought he was watching the cutscene for a second. I was about to say not an optimal time strategy, I think. And LeydyBug has gotten the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. Cheeky little series of drops you can do if you start off from the bonfire there. And Bibo is heading into Anor Londo, which is a little bit of an empty area here. So wait, Bibo still has his Lloyd's Talisman, so he can use this on the Mimic to get the Crystal Halberd, whereas LeydyBug does not.
Did she use all of them?
Yeah, I think so. I might have miscounted. As we've already covered, counting is not my strong suit at the moment.
I didn't check if she saved one for the Crystal Halberd or not. Either way, I assume she's gonna get it, unless... I mean, she might be going for BKH. I'm not sure.
Wait, she missed her opportunity to get to BKH, though. There's not another one. And we see Bibo hits the Mimic with an arrow to draw him away from those statues, from those giant sentinels. And then perfect throw on the Talisman, grabs the Crystal Halberd. And this is a really great weapon for Hitless. You want to explain why,
Absolutely.
Barker?
So when you pick it up, it's a Crystal Halberd, which is basically... Infusions work really weird in this game. So it's basically a halberd that you... what is it? Upgrade to +10, and then you can make it crystal with the crystal lumber.
So it's the equivalent of a +10 weapon, basically.
It's basically the equivalent of a +10 weapon when you pick it up. It's actually a little better. It does a little more damage than a +10, but the drawback is it has a lot less durability. That's the point.
Does that durability come into play for all bosses? I know it doesn't for any percent because, you know, by the time you get it, you only have, 5 or so bosses left. 5 or 6 bosses left. But does that durability come into play for all bosses, Barker?
It could, but, you do get more chunks in this run, and, like, if they do go for hybrid, then it's not even that big of a deal. You don't.
Oh, true. If they're leaning on Dark Bead late game, then mid game doesn't matter. And we see LeydyBug actually using the bow to kill the firebomb throwing giant, and she does that in order to get an extra chunk to level up her Crystal Halberd later. And Bibo with expert archery takes out the painting guardians on rafters as LeydyBug heads into Iron Golem, and I am going to actually attempt to count the hits this time. She runs in, right at that leg there, and then 1, 2 R2s, facing a different way, but it still looks good, and that's the quick kill. GG LeydyBug.
So Bibo is not killing this gargoyle.
Yep, just luring him down to the stairway there and running right past. So we've gotten 2 quick kills on Iron Golem. How much time save is it to get the Iron Golem to fall off the edge as opposed to having to kill him in the dick?
It really depends on the weapon. I'm not too familiar with the lightning spear.
It's like at least a minute though, right?
Definitely could be.
Yeah, it takes a while. He's a chunky boy. He's got some health. And Biibo's going for the plunge attack on the demon. The safer strat is to kill all those guys, knock them off the edge with, fire bombs and bow shots, but Biibo just goes straight for it. He's still got the RTSR coming up to here.
I wouldn't even say
does not
so,
take
because you plunge that guy, there's no way he's gonna hit you. And then the other two do not aggro as long as you stay close enough to that edge.
Okay, and LeydyBug is, she doesn't have any more Lloyd's Talismans. She's killing this Mimic with archery here. She's just playing with his aggro range.
Interesting.
And Biibo on the, baits that guy right off and kills him as he takes the fall. Double
disrespectful. Absolutely
I
disrespectful.
I wonder why you would shoot a man before you throw him out of a plane. The reason is you make sure he's dead. And Biibo does that, killing the Silver Knight as he falls. Get wrecked, bro. And Biibo, I think, even despite still having Ceaseless, is firmly in the lead here. But LeydyBug is close on his tail. Okay, so this is a cheeky strat where Biibo will use an arrow to turn this Silver Knight around and just backstab. Okay, so Biibo is getting set for Ornstein and Smo. As LeydyBug sets up RTSR here. She's trying to jump over the railing. Got it. And she's going to take a little bit of fall here. That should set up a perfect RTSR setup with a little bit of health in case she takes a little damage on this fall. As biibobii sets up RTSR on the spiral staircase for Ornstein and Smo.
So I'm assuming he's... Oh, interesting. So I was assuming he was going to take that little extra fall damage so he could fall down on the stairs in the Ornstein and Smo room, so... Guess not. He's
or you mean right before the Ornstein and Smo room? You mean like go up the stairs there?
I mean, the stairs that are like forward and to his left, you can drop off there and take some fall damage there, and then it makes that stair fall damage set up a little faster.
Yep. But nope, he's just going straight down the stairs, lures the Sentinel around to that area, and we've got a big moment here. Ornstein and Smo, these guys are infamous in Hitless. What is going through Biibo's mind right now, Barker?
So yeah, there's a lot going through his mind right now. I can tell you that. That's just the nature of this boss.
So most people agree that it's easier to kill Ornstein first and just kind of stay out of Smo's way, let him do his little shovel hammers here. He's getting some distance from Ornstein. He might be trying to bait out this charge. Oh, quick reflexes from Biibo. I don't know if that jump was intentional, probably not, but one way if Smo is in front of Ornstein, if you just get some distance, Ornstein will do that long charge. Oh, and sprints at Smo in mid-range, which will almost always trigger that jumping slam, and you can just run right under him. A lot of melee runners I see don't do that, but I love to see Biibo do that. But yeah, these guys, positioning is everything. Colmer once said, oh, and gets the perfect opening on Smo there while he does a combo. Colmer once said that the mistake you make it... Oh, no, get out there! Whoa! Oh, biibobii!
So I could tell you what happened there.
Oh, no! LeydyBug just took a hit to the Sentinel. Okay, tell me what happened there, Barker. LeydyBug just took a hit to the Sentinel in Anor Londo, but...
Smo in phase 1 did a charge kind of to his right, and that left a ghost hitbox.
Yep, infamous.
If you don't know what that is, if there's a hitbox active
if
during
Smo
phase
doesn't
transition,
attack,
but it'll linger there until the area is reloaded. So you can just like run into that space and get hit. So Biibo did not want to go to the right. He was staying left. And Smo just gave him the one attack that completely countered that. So he was right in that corner, and he did the long charge.
And for those of you who don't know, when Smo is doing that charge, not only is his hammer a hitbox, but so are his feet. So
his entire body.
That was
body
insanely. Oh, is it his entire body? I thought it was specifically the feet, but the entire body. That's even worse because Smo is an absolute unit. He was rocking the dad bod 10 years before the announcement of God of War Ragnarok Thor. Like, everybody is freaking out about the Thor design for God of War Ragnarok. Smo was rocking that dad bod 10 years earlier. That was scary as heck, but biibo, like, just stayed calm and pulled it off like a pro. Okay, so these Sentinels, I like that LeydyBug is just running past. I like to run past them weapon side because of the way they swing. If you run past weapon side, you're less likely to get hit by the backswing. And I understand it's a little slower, but it's probably worth the second to me. Okay, LeydyBug is distracting one of the Batwing demons. She's going for something different here. Distracts it and jumping attack. Oh, no, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I do not like what is happening on LeydyBug's screen.
I know what's happening. Oh. She doesn't have RTSR set up, and she's used to having RTSR set up.
Oh, she missed the RTSR setup. She is just shy of it. So yeah, that jumping attack would have killed and everything would have been fine, but she improvise, adapt, overcome, and she got through it. And she's playing with the archers a little bit, getting the perfect timing. We can't hear it, but there's an archer to the left there that she is setting up the timing for. And baits him, and this looks good. Doesn't kill him as he falls, though, so biibobii is winning in style points. So we are at 1-all with biibo in the slight lead as he heads to catacombs here.
biibo does have a much more comfortable lead now that Lady had that death and had to run through half of Von Orlando again.
Oh yeah, and she's still got Ornstein and Smo, which is a big
Lady's off to
scary
set up
point
RTSR again and kill ONS.
And did she get I know she used the Lloyd's talismans on the mimics. Did she get Symbol of Avarice yet, or is she gonna kill the two mimics up here?
I don't think she got Symbol of Avarice yet.
Yeah, because she used Lloyd's talismans on that one mimic 4 times, and then she killed it, so that puts the count at 5. And the guaranteed is to either put a mimic to sleep or kill him 7, or kill 7 mimics. So yeah, she sets up RTSR.
No.
Wait, she doesn't have RTSR though.
So I was assuming she was gonna set up RTSR and then kill the mimic. I mean, which isn't necessary.
Doesn't look like she needs it. No. Oh. She's gonna take the drop going to Ornstein and Smo, right?
She might do that. That is a thought. So there, there's Symbol of Avarice
here. Oh, biibobii's getting more use out of the fire bombs here in the
skeleton. Oh, skeleton drop down. That's why you do. That's why you don't do the fast strat.
Or if you do the fast strat,
very easily landed on his head. That could have very easily landed on his head, or landed earlier and then aggroed down there. And
okay, so we got dual boss fights. biibobii is headed into Pinwheel as LeydyBug is headed into Ornstein and Smo, and I think the organizers know which boss fight to watch. Okay, Pinwheel is already done as LeydyBug heads into Ornstein and Smo. So she heads over to the left here. Not the usual charge opener, a slower opener from Ornstein. So what's she trying to do here, Barker?
Basically just use the pillars to separate them. While Smo has downtime, bait an attack from Ornstein, hit him.
Okay, and dodges past that. That's
just
charge from Ornstein. Okay, Smo's going slower right now. He's just on a stroll while Ornstein's in the middle of a combo. Not an opener she wants to take. But it looks like she's got some decent... Oh, and Smo is aggressive again. And these two just make such a team with, you know, Smo applying this slow pressure and you kind of want to stay away from the general zone of denial he creates, with Ornstein just having these darting charges that you have to watch out for wherever you are in the arena. But Ornstein is behind there, which is always a little scary because he can come out of nowhere. But he's one hit away from death. And LeydyBug takes it. If that attack had been a little slower, she would have traded there. But we got LeydyBug on Super Ornstein, baits out the jump and just takes the swing.
So it
and
looks
she's
like
just playing this.
Is going for Fog Ring.
Yep. I expected that. Are there strats you can use without Fog Ring? Oh, you get hidden body.
You get hidden body,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, you can use hidden body for Ornstein and Nito.
Yep.
And it's not even banned in Dark Souls 1.
It's only banned in Dark Souls 3 because it is a lot
Get
more
wrecked
powerful.
DS3.
It is a lot more powerful in DS3.
Yeah,
it's
you only
very
get powerful in Dark Souls 1.
It's still very powerful in DS1. It's more powerful than Fog Ring.
Yep. It decreases dagger range even further than Fog Ring does, but it's temporary and you can't recast it while it's active.
Yes.
You do have to have a period of time where you're visible, and that little period of time can screw you. And you only get 3 casts per bonfire sit. You can't just drink some blue juice and cast it more. But we have LeydyBug finishing up Ornstein and Smo there. 2 Ornstein and Smo's hitless. Can we just take a second to appreciate the absolute skill of these runners? They came into this a little bit last minute. They didn't have a ton of time to prepare, and they are both putting up some fantastic runs right now. As biibobii takes the sneaky way over to Snuggly the Crow here.
This is to
You actually showed me this. Yep. You actually showed me that little route there, that little cheeky way of avoiding the aggro of those torch hollows.
What did you do before?
I killed them, but on Pyromancy, killing them was a lot harder. You know me, Barker. I'm just gonna kill enemies.
User.
Like, it's a goddamn sorcerer's code. Oh, and Bibo is going to kill them anyways, though, because he's going for Stray Demon now, which makes sense to do it now while you're in the asylum rather than coming back later. But Fog Ring Archery, yeah. But okay, so that's why he did the sneaky way, though. He got the Fog Ring first so that he could just get up close and lock on and boom, boom, boom with archery really quick and easy. Okay, and where is LeydyBug going at the moment? Is she getting Blacksmith Giant's Hammer?
She may be getting BGH and the chunk that's off to the side there. Oh, Hawk Ring. Hawk Ring, too.
Oh, Hawk Ring. Okay, that makes sense. So why would you... So why might you get BGH in a leveled run? BGH is a mainstay. Okay, never mind. She's not getting it. She's just getting chunks. As we see biibobii in the Stray Demon fight, can we get some more Demon Dumpers in chat, even though we don't have Demon Dumper? But the Stray Demon fight, he's got these giant AoEs, and you're in this tiny arena, so you really have to manage your space and his positioning. Which biibobii is doing expertly right now. And he's getting nothing but the big AoEs, which is actually... It's a little bit slower of RNG, but it's pretty comfy because... And the spin to win finisher, GG biibobii. Pump that dumper, damn right, Spiegel. Pump that dumper. Okay, I didn't see. Did biibobii have any upgrades on his Crystal Halberd yet?
+2.
Okay. So he's not really saving the upgrades. No, you're right. I see +2.
Yeah, he upgraded to +2 in the bonfire before ONS.
he's not saving his upgrades for later to do kind of a pseudo repair on the Crystal Halberd. Does that indicate that he might be going for the Dark Bead?
Absolutely. It isn't really necessary to upgrade again if you're going for Dark Bead. I would really like to see at least one of them use Dark Bead because it is really nice and a lot faster, and it's
so
fun to watch.
ridiculous.
It's fun to watch the damage.
I don't know. Okay, I started running Hitless because I saw a world's first sorcery only all bosses that nobody was claiming, and I'm just like, I'm gonna take that. And I don't know why nobody had ever taken it because, okay, early game can be a little rough with sorcery only, but you get into the late game and you just like dodge one attack and then you waggle a stick in front of a boss and they just fucking die because Dark Bead is stupid with RTSR.
Yep.
And I don't know how I was the first to claim it, other than maybe everyone else thought it was taboo, but maybe my superpower is I just don't care about taboos, and I will just go in there and take something, even if everyone else is too classy to take it. I'm the motherfucker grabbing the last slice of pizza. As we see biibobii headed into Nido right now. Okay, I've seen some people archery down these pinwheels, not naming names, run! And I am always disgusted because they are so easy to run past. Grabbing the 10k soul, which is nice for all bosses. Look at how easy this is to run past, and I see some, like, runners just fucking stall and arrow down every single last one of those, which is actually more dangerous. Some runners who shall remain nameless. Okay, Nido. What's going on with Nido? Explain the Nido fight, Barker.
Okay, so yeah.
What just happened there?
What just happened there? That attack has a very small hitbox. It's a little circle that's like down on the ground, so you can just block with most weapons. You can block, and then your legs will spread enough, and the hitbox will go between your legs, and that is still hitless because you're not blocking it. You're just completely avoiding the hitbox.
Yeah, you would see stamina damage, you would see, and obviously the blocking with a halberd doesn't have 100% block, so you'd see damage to the health, and you would see stamina damage if he had blocked it. So basically, you just spread your legs. More importantly,
he's wearing 2 rings that keeps the skeletons from not aggroing him. He's wearing the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring and the Ring of Fog, and the skeletons don't aggro at all, so he just does a one-on-one with Nido. And I think he might not be going for sorcery, because this is one of the fights that really benefits from Hidden Body and Dark Bead.
Yeah, Nido is a very chunky boy, as you can see, and because you're wearing Fog Ring and whatchamacallit, Slumbering Dragon Crest, because you're wearing the stealth rings to avoid aggroing the skeletons in the arena. We should explain. So there are skeletons in this arena with Nido that will aggro to you, and they continually revive as long as Nido's alive.
Yep.
But if you wear Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring and Ring of Fog, you can avoid aggroing them. What Barker's talking about is you could use the Hidden Body Sorcery to free up a ring slot for Red Tearstone Ring. And, you could use Hidden Body to substitute for Ring of Fog to wear Red Tearstone, and use Dark Bead to just demolish Nido down, which would be a pretty substantial time save. But at this point, if he didn't go for that, it looks like... And he's leveling Endurance too, which you wouldn't do if you were going for late game Sorcery. So I'm pretty sure they're just sticking with what they're comfortable with the Crystal Halberd meta. But we see LeydyBug getting the Skull Lantern now. She is going to go get Ring of Fog shortly. Where is biibobii going?
It looks like he may be setting up RTSR here. Maybe. Where's he going?
Oh, is he setting up RTSR for New Londo? Because with a +5 longbow and RTSR, you can one-shot the ghosts.
So if I had to guess, he might be setting up RTSR to go over to Andre and then one-shot him with an R2.
Oh, I see.
That's my guess.
That's a pretty good guess, too. We'll see which direction he turns. And you are right. You are right. He is going to go murder Andre. Because fuck paying 20k for a stupid little, like, crest. It's a single key, and Andre is out here charging 20k for it when you are literally his only customer in the world. Non-negotiable 20k. Andre is a dang scammer, Dominic. He's a gosh darn scammer. And so biibobii is setting up the RTSR early to just kill Andre. And LeydyBug has the symbol of avarice on as she waits to be carried to back to the Undead Asylum. She's gonna set up RTSR on the way there.
Yes.
Which, there's some... Okay, she doesn't quite have it yet, though. Is she still gonna one-shot? Yeah. These guys don't have a lot of health. They are pretty scary as far as, like, what they can do, though. They are very erratic and unpredictable. Some of the most terrifying enemies in the game.
This is what you used to do?
What's up?
You used to kill all 4 and then go around that way?
Yep. Except for Pyromancy doesn't have that sort of range, and so I'd actually have to aggro them and draw them close.
and there, yeah, you see Bibo one-shotting Andre.
The spin to win. Get wrecked, Andre. Andre sympathizers in chat, cry more tears. Alright, so he is headed to Sif right now, as LeydyBug prepares to drop into the... Oh, and she heals once, which should set up perfect so that she can take this fall damage and be back in RTSR. Perfect RTSR setup from LeydyBug as she enters the Stray Demon fight, and he just does some normal melee attacks. And he's kind of idling right now, which is always concerning. And he has backed himself into a corner, which is terrifying. Because if he does an AoE in the right direction, and he's in a corner, that can just... What's up, Barker?
So Bibo's going for Butterfly without picking up the bonfire, which I think is interesting.
Oh, so he's just going to kill Butterfly and run back? I would think if you had the Lord Vessel already, you would grab that bonfire and then warp back to that from Butterfly, but maybe because he has an RTSR setup, although there's an easy one from this tower you can do, but maybe he doesn't know that. But so he's headed into Moonlight. What's up?
What you want to do is go through here and then get that bonfire, and then you'd... Well, it doesn't really matter what order you go in, but you want to kill Sif, Butterfly, and Hydra, and then you'd go do DLC.
I would usually do Sif first because it's easier to do an RTSR for Butterfly with the tower. But he's doing the fat roll strats here. This is... You want to explain the fat roll strats, Parker?
Well, before I do, here's the thing. Even without RTSR, with his build right now, you can one-phase Butterfly.
Oh!
So
okay,
you wouldn't really need that. And the fat roll strat, you just fat roll and then it lowers your hitbox, and Butterfly aims lower and hits the wall. So you just do that until he wants to land, and you go for the kill.
And the specific reason you do fat roll is because your roll frames last longer, and so your hitbox will remain lower for longer, which particularly helps on this homing attack. You see, if he had been standing there, that homing attack would have come right in at him, but he kind of rolls like this, and the hitbox from those darts and everything else comes in low, and Moonlight Butterfly comes in for a landing. And yeah, even without RTSR, that could have been a one cycle, probably.
It absolutely would. I think it's like a running R1 and then an R1 and then an R2 or something. I don't know. It's been forever since I did this run.
But there is kind of an established way you do that. Okay, yep, and Biibo's just running back from here, which, I mean, from Moonlight Butterfly, it's not that much longer to run back from the fight itself.
Yeah, I think all he wants to do is carry the RTSR setup, like, through Butterfly and Sif, so he doesn't have to do a special setup for Sif.
Yeah, that makes sense. What I used to always do is I would have Dust Crown Ring by now, and Dust Crown Ring to cut your health in half, plus 1 drop from the top of Moonlight Butterfly's tower would set up RTSR for that boss. But this doesn't seem too bad either. I mean, Moonlight Butterfly's just a short jog back to that center point. And we have LeydyBug heading into Nito now. And I think we'll see something pretty similar. She hangs back in the back of the room to avoid the skeletons aggroing. And also, if you go a little bit forward in the Nito fight here, what you'll actually find is that Nito gets stuck because he can't decide whether to go left or right. Whether to go, straight at you or around the other way. And I've had him get stuck on those stalagmites, and he just starts spamming the gravesword button, like he's just doing the call nurse button. He doesn't know where he is. He's lost and confused with dementia and old age, and he's just spamming that life alert button like nothing else. But LeydyBug actually knows how to lure him out properly here. Runs away for the AoE. As we have biibobii heading into Sif here shortly.
So yeah,
but Nito's just a big chunky boy.
2 fights going on.
The grab! LeydyBug runs into the corner there, just enough space to outspace that grab. That grab has like an abnormally large hitbox where it'll just like vacuum you in from farther away than you might expect.
Yeah, I hate that grab.
And LeydyBug is finishing up Nito here as biibobii heads into Sif, and we've got some Sif hops right away. Which the Sif hops are always terrifying. So what's the strat to avoid the getting hit by the doggy paws here, Barker? Because Halberd has always struck me as an awkward weapon for this fight.
Yeah, Halberd is really awkward for Sif. I mean, they're not really doing what I would do, so that's a little hard to... Oh, there's a hit.
Oh, and there's the doggy. That's exactly what we're talking about. So when Sif hops, his paws are hitboxes, and so getting tagged by the doggy paws is a very real hazard. So explain to us, Barker, what you would do to avoid the doggy paw hit there.
What was the exact situation he was in? I mean, I think you just punished a little too close, is that?
Yeah, I think so. He got hit by the forward doggy paw because Sif went for a jump right after the attack. Anytime Sif hops at all, those doggy paws are hitboxes. They do very minor damage, so for casual play, who cares? But for... And is Biibo going for Hydra now?
Yeah, he just took the punish a little too close. You want to stand further back. So I'm guessing he's going for... Yeah, probably going for Hydra right now.
Yep, he's going to Hydra.
He wanted to get RTSR back in Fireline and just carry it all the way through here.
Makes sense. So he had one RTSR set up for Moonlight Butterfly, Sif, and now the Hydra. And you need to kill the Hydra, to explain to people, in order to ultimately open the way to the DLC, or rather what was originally DLC in... Oh, so he's not doing bow strats. He's actually going down. No. He's fighting Hydra and melee. This is not a boss fight, but this is as exciting. No, we ain't got no time for bow strats here. This man is running in on the Hydra.
Hydra is really consistent. You just need to learn it. And then it's... I'm assuming his setups are right so they can kill 3 heads and that's it.
It might be consistent, but it's still terrifying when you see these Hydra heads coming in, and he killed the head that manages to get the most distance first, so it actually gets safer as you go with this fight. You roll in to avoid the breath attack. The breath attack can't hit you close in, And then you roll away for the melees here. And
Yep, the 3 heads.
yep,
Dead.
just like you said.
Now he's gonna.
You either have to. Go ahead.
Gonna go to the left and kill the golem. He's gonna quit out first because DS1's really funny in accessing the DLC because it wants you to reload the area.
Funny,
like,
yeah, we'll
times.
use that term.
So yeah,
I could think of a few more terms to use for it, but we'll call it funny. Yeah, this isn't optimally designed, especially when you like purchase this as DLC and had to go through this complex series of tests in order to find out how to get to the content you purchased to begin with. That was awesome. As we see LeydyBug doing the same fat roll strats in Moonlight Butterfly. But yep, just perfect roll timing to bait those attacks to go down. And it's particularly the fast darts. Those things are scary and they're really hard to dodge because they're a bit unpredictable as to where they'll actually go. So doing the fat roll strats to bait them to go into the wall is pretty much the safest way to do the Moonlight Butterfly fight here. As we see now, Bibo completing step 36 of 72 to actually get into the DLC. He has now freed Dusk, but he has to go talk to her. And her summon sign can actually spawn inside of a stone, which would mean another quit out and reload. Because Dark Souls 1 is the best game ever.
So actually, I learned that's not true.
Wait, what's going on then? Like, sometimes the summon sign won't spawn. I always assumed it spawned inside the stone that it always spawns around.
So
what's going on, Barker? Explain to me. Educate.
There are only a few set spawn locations. None of them are in the rock. A couple of them are in the water, and if it's actually in the water, then you can't see it.
Oh, but it's there?
But it's there.
So can you interact with it?
Yes.
Okay, so if I see a summon sign that's not there, I should be looking around and just spamming A, trying to get the summon sign to activate, right?
You could do that.
Okay. That is interesting. That is something I did not know. And biibobii is now going for Taurus Demon.
So interestingly, he did not go for Dusk, which makes me think he is not going for Sorcery, sadly.
Yep, I think that door is pretty much closed at this point. They're just going with the meta they are more comfortable with, which makes sense. Okay, so wait. Bibo did something here. Rather than killing the crossbowman, he just distracted them.
That is a strat I've never seen before. So
do that?
That's interesting.
Okay, he's wearing Ring of Fog right now.
Yeah.
So does that have something to do with it? Like, if you're wearing Ring of Fog and you just kind of turn them a little bit, is that enough?
Apparently.
We're seeing some new tech here, and Bibo is going down to Lower Undeadburg. Lower Undeadburg is a fucking awful place for awful people, and I just used our one F word that we get in a PG-13 stream to describe Lower Undeadburg, so that shouldn't let you guys know how much I hate this area. This is terrifying. There are dogs that aren't attracted to skulls. There are thieves that, like, flip around and will bleed you. But biibobii, with the Ring of Fog, is just expertly sniping these dogs before they can see him. And yep, he is not even looking at Griggs. He is going straight through. Just running attack in to kill all these guys. There's a certain bad part of town right behind biibobii, like if you go to the stairs and you turn around. It's just a bad part of town. There's nothing there but, like, gangs, and you don't go there. They will steal your lunch money in an instant. But biibobii is just expertly moving through here. Perfect aim on the black fire bombs.
And he kind of needs that because he didn't go to the Crestfallen Merchant. He had exactly the amount of black fire bombs he needs, so if he misses one, then that's unfortunate.
Did we see if LeydyBug bought more black fire bombs from the Crestfallen Merchant in Sens?
Oh, I missed it. I guess we'll see.
Chat, did anybody see if LeydyBug bought more Blackfire bombs from Crestfallen Merchant? As we have double boss fights, LeydyBug is in Sif, as biibobii is in Capra Demon, and never mind, Capra Demon is already dead. Single dodge, 2 shots. Capra Demon is scary, especially on a first playthrough, but for in an all bosses run, you typically will fight him late, and as long as you have Ring of Fog and you can avoid aggroing the dogs, it's a pretty simple matter. As we see LeydyBug here. Those Sif hops are always terrifying. But for melee runners, it's more the startup. Okay, so I found that if you call Sif a good girl, if you tell Sif that she's a good girl and she's a good doggo, she'll hop less. It's sort of a dog training thing, like, she will live up to the expectations she is given, and so if you tell her she's a good girl, she's more likely to be a good girl, whereas if you call her a terrible dog, then she's just gonna be a rowdy, terrible dog that will chew up your couch. But LeydyBug seems to not know this strat, because Sif is just not giving her anything right now. Okay, there's something. Yeah, and that little side hop right there, she had the better spacing than biibo did, which is why she wasn't hit there. I don't think Sif has ever had a specified gender. You get underneath Sif quite a bit, so you get a pretty good look. And if Sif was a he, you would see the twig and berries down there. I don't see no twig and berries. That's a she. Also, Sif, I believe in Norse mythology, is a female name. Yes. So, yeah, I feel fairly confident calling Sif a she. The other boss I feel like confident calling a she is Gaping Dragon, aka Vagina Dentata. That biibobii is fighting right now, doing a little bit of bow, a little bit of melee, comes in right here, and GG biibobii. He ran depths quicker than I could even process it was happening. Or maybe that's the mimosas talking. But we have a heck of a race here. Where's LeydyBug going now? Is she going to Hydra too? I believe
it looks like they're taking the same route.
Yep. Okay. I was just confused where she was going because it didn't look quite the path to Hydra, but Forest is always a little confusing. It's made to be confusing. And biibobii punches Frampt awake, which is very rude. But he apparently needs Frampt to break down some chunks or maybe sell some items. BG any percent with Flippy, not gonna happen, man.
So that is really nice. You can feed him the slab you got from Stray Demon and get 2 chunks out of it, which is really useful.
That's what that's primarily what he's doing there. Yeah. So
he'll be able to upgrade again. Which is going to be very important because they're not going for a hybrid route.
So what's the difference between +2, +3 for some of the DLC fights then? Does that make a pretty substantial difference for like Artorias or Manus?
Yeah. They have a lot of resistance. Like, it takes a lot of hits, so getting more damage is a lot more substantial. So to explain kind of the math behind damage calculations and the difference, more people are familiar with DS3. So in Dark Souls 3, it's simply your attack rating and then it's subtracted by a % based on the enemy's absorption. So like, a certain enemy might have 20% physical absorption, which means 20% physical damage is deducted, basically. And so basically, like a 10% increase in AR will give you a 10% increase in damage in Dark Souls 3. In Dark Souls 1, however, it's more or less attack rating minus defense equals damage, with some really complicated math to normalize a little, but
the net result of it is that small increases in attack rating can yield large differences in damage, which is a large part of the reason Red Tier Stone Ring is such a huge boost, because it boosts your attack rating by like 50%, which on higher defense enemies can mean like more than doubling your damage.
He completely made that
So
all up.
biibobii.
That's the mimosas talking.
No, I'm actually right. When I nerd out about Dark Souls 1 math, I actually know what I'm talking about. So biibobii turning around the warthogs, which I had never considered doing. There's all sorts of strategies I'm seeing here, which I am totally stealing and giving them 0 credit for and claiming that I came up with myself right now. This is fantastic. I'm glad I agreed to do this. Wait, Bibo's sniping the golem. I didn't even know you could do this. But Bibo, rather than dealing with... So you need to kill this golem in order to get the key for the DLC in step number 152 of 247 to get into the DLC. And rather than deal with all these crystal hollows and then fight the golem, Bibo's just sniping him. And he's doing 33 damage per arrow. It's just a tickle, but it's enough. It's enough, guys. And Barker's like, yep, we knew that.
This might be where LeydyBug is going to use Hawkring, because that does help a lot on the damage on that golem.
Wait, no, it's biibobii who's sniping the golem. No,
I'm saying, I'm assuming they're both going to do it, but LeydyBug got the Hawkring, and that would help a lot on the damage there.
And LeydyBug doesn't distract the crossbowmen, she headshots them. So she just headshot them both. She's gonna do a plunging attack. LeydyBug is going to one-shot Taurus. Is this faster? I feel like this isn't faster, but it's more satisfying.
No, it's absolutely not, but it's fun.
And swapping to RTSR really quick. That was a little scary because if you wait too long on top of that tower, he will jump up there. Like, he will jump up there and wreck you as biibobii is dealing with the Silver Knight. Is he gonna lure him onto the elevator?
Not if he keeps his... Nope.
Yeah, I gotta get Ring of Fire. Oh no, he's doing a backstab! Oh my... What a dirty strat! Oh, that is dirty. That is dirty and beautiful. Just got him right from behind. Crystal Halberd right up the keister. Get wrecked, Crystal General. As we head into the Seath fight. Big boss fight for biibobii right here. So what's his strategy in the Seath fight here, Barker?
Die.
Well, you weren't wrong. Okay, add 5,000 hits for Bibo. He has absolutely gotten wrecked beyond all repair. No, to explain, this death to Seath, it's developer intended. It's pretty much you advance the plot here.
Yep.
And, Bibo taking a time loss by doing the L1 punch. The L1 punch only does 1 damage, and that prison guard has 2 hit points. So, suboptimal strategy on the L1 punch there. But,
shaking my head.
Anyways, no, that death to Seath is developer intended. You go through Crystal Archives. This is kind of precedent for Hitless that was established long ago by Hob. These days, some people do Duke Skip, but...
Not many.
Doing Duke Skip without... Not many. But doing Duke Skip without quit-outs, having to do Duke Skip on command without quit-outs is terrifying, and so most people will take the 5 minutes just to run the whole prison sequence instead.
Yeah, just because taking that death is allowed and Duke Skip's a lot harder, almost everyone's gonna go for the prison section. Except for someone like Gino, who's like, yeah.
No! LeydyBug! I don't know what happened there, why she didn't dodge, but LeydyBug just took a hit to Capra Demon. Sad times for LeydyBug. She was in the lead with hits, but now it is all evened up. It's down to time again, and it's looking like biibobie's just a little bit faster. So with that, biibobie takes the lead, and it's going to take her a while to get back there to lower Undeadburg, which, as I said, is an awful place for awful people, so to have to go through there a second time... She's got the fire bombs, though. She definitely did buy some fire bombs from... Wait, where's... Oh my god, she has to go all the way back from here. That is rough. That is rough having to come back from here. So I wonder if she bought enough fire bombs to where she can still do lower Berg again and still has enough for whatever else she needs in the run. Is there anywhere else you can think where black fire bombs would really be necessary or helpful? Where she might have been buying some extras for?
I'm trying to think.
You know, the other issue she's going to run into? Are those doors open? Are the doors in Lower Undeadburg open now that she's gone through once?
Yep.
They open even when you kill the thieves, right? Like, they're just on their own trigger, even if the thieves are dead, like, after you pass the point, they'll open, or...?
Yeah, once you kill... I mean, even if you kill all the thieves, the doors just open once you pass a certain point. So all the doors are open right now. It's really not great.
Does that affect her ability to kill them?
It does.
Oh my god, okay.
It's going to be completely different.
LeydyBug's in a little bit of trouble.
It's going to be completely different. That's... In a tournament... taking a hit like that's absolutely horrible. Absolutely.
Okay, chat, LeydyBug needs your energy right now. LeydyBug is in a very tight spot. I need all the prages, all the prayers, all the blesses in chat right now for LeydyBug, because she is in a very dangerous spot coming up. And we will see how she handles it as Bibo trucks through the archives pretty smoothly here. He's doing a strat where he will knock here, yep. And then that should bring this archer down, yep. And then he whiffs the swing, that's all part of the strat, chat. That wasn't him fucking up, that was part of the strat. And it kills the archer there, so he can safely turn this. And I am officially through the entire bottle of champagne I bought for today. As LeydyBug heads down here into Lower Berg. Bibo! That's why the halberd sucks! That's why the halberd sucks! That charging hitbox is so small, and if you don't lock on, Bibo just swings a bit to the left.
You gotta lock on.
Bibo just
doing a running attack with the halberd.
Oh yeah, it's such a narrow hitbox. Too thin, man. You need those thick hitboxes, like the Demon Dumper. Anyways, Bibo whiffs the swing on that archer and takes a hit there, and LeydyBug is back in the lead, but she is headed somewhere very dangerous. All the prages, all the blesses in chat. She has something very dangerous to deal with here, with the doors now being... Yep, and I see them open.
Yeah.
I see those doors open. This is terrifying right now. But the dogs are easy enough with, the fog ring to snipe, but how is she dealing with this? Is she gonna try and line up firebomb throws still, or... Oh, she's sniping! Oh my god. Did that thief see her? Chat, hold me, I'm scared! Oh, no! Okay, she's being chased. She knows what she's doing. Okay, she's gonna run up here. What's she doing? Is she gonna de-aggro him entirely? Is she gonna face him up on the stairs? Chat, hold me. Hold me, chat, I'm scared! No, she's going up the stairs. Oh, she's gonna loop him around. She's gonna get him around this corner. And these guys are terrible at turning corners, and got him. Chat, what were you scared about? Get those monkas out of chat. That was 100% under control. No, second one. No! She got it. Chat, what are you so scared for? Calm down, chat. It's fine.
Yeah, calm down.
Fine. Oh god, third one. He's de-aggroing. Is she gonna sneak up on him? Oh, stealth archery. Oh, no, he's gonna... Oh, get wrecked, son. It's fine. 100% under control and planned. LeydyBug has backup strats to backup strats, guys. There is absolutely nothing to worry about except there's 3 more thieves. Get your prayers in chat because there's 3 more of those guys to deal with.
I don't even have a
Bibo
chance
just
to react to
smoothly-
the gameplay. I'm just laughing at your reaction.
You can just yell over me, it's fine. Okay, line up. And can she hit a firebomb from here? Got him! And second lineup. No! She does not have many of those left. Okay, she's gonna like try and get this guy now with a firebomb. Okay, she's got the one guy. You're too kind, Sario. You are too kind. As Bibo heads into Seath here, we have an exciting matchup. So he's gonna do the arrow strat. Is the arrow strat quicker to just arrow and then run at Seath, the Barker?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. He doesn't quite get the 1 cycle, though. Oh, does he? Or, never mind, what the do I know? He gets the 1 cycle, easy.
Yeah, he's got really nice damage at
And-
this point.
LeydyBug is trying to just halberd him. I don't think she has a backup strat, guys. I think she's winging it. I think we're on a wing and a prayer here. No, that's not quite close enough. It's the final black firebomb. Can she hit him? No! Oh my god. Chat. Chat, hold me. I'm scared. She turns him. Not enough, though. She turns him a little more. That might be enough. She is just going for it. Oh, got him!
Let's go.
All right.
Nice.
Dude, she made it through, and now it is back to her arch nemesis. This MFer killed her family when she was young, and now she's back for revenge. It's Capra Demon, let's go. She's got the stealth ring, so his dogs are no longer in the fight. Dodges, bang, bang, and he's dead. Vengeance had, and LeydyBug is back in this. She is moving. And is Bibo going to DLC now?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Bibo. Yeah, there's nowhere else he would be going here.
No, yeah,
unless-
there's nowhere
is
else in this area he would be going.
Actually
He-
already completed all 512 errands you need to complete in order to get to the DLC. As LeydyBug heads down into depths here. So would you say Bibo is quite a bit ahead of LeydyBug as far as time goes at this point?
I would. Lady's hits were really, really unfortunate time-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
two
especially
of,
that
two of Bibo's
Capra.
hits, he did not die, so that lost him like 0 time, and his first hit. Yeah, that was Drake Tower that lost a few minutes, but on Orlando and especially that Capra.
Oh, that Capra was
sent her on a
horrible.
huge
And
errand. Like,
not just the time loss of running back,
Like
but
10
also
minutes.
the time loss of having to deal with Lower Undeadburg again, which I cannot stress enough, chat, that Lower Undeadburg is an awful place for awful people. It's not somewhere you want to run through once, let alone twice. And LeydyBug is getting the Large Ember. What do you think she's going to use that for? That's to upgrade weapons from +5 to +10. She already has the Crystal Halberd. What else would she be upgrading for that? Maybe the bow?
my guess is the bow, yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you can think of, or is it
No.
definitely the bow unless there's something we don't know? Which, there's plenty of things I don't know, but there's very little you don't know.
My guess is the bow. I'm not sure what she'd need a +10 bow for. +5 is usually more than enough.
Would it get one-shot kills on the townspeople in Ulasil? And here we go. We got a LeydyBug
Maybe.
running into Vagina Dentata. Look at that beautiful gaping maw of teeth. Like I said, Dark Souls 1 has the best monster girl waifus. And contain your excitement, chat, as you see.
Okay, so
This
something
beautiful
oh.
Go ahead. I'm
Something
just talking
interesting
shit.
has
You
happened.
actually are giving information.
Hold
What's
up.
happened?
Hold up. Something interesting has happened.
Wait, where the fuck is Bibo?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
So here's what happened. When he killed the gold golem by the Hydra, he did not talk to Dusk. So he just went back to go to the DLC, and Dusk is standing there, and the portal is not there. So he talks to Dusk.
So he has to kill
Dusk
the
and comes
golem
back.
again?
Yes, he has to come back and kill the golem. He can't talk, God.
He mixed up steps 327 with 242.
Rookie mistake.
We've all been there, chat. You get to step 347 and you accidentally do it before step 242. Next thing you know, you're not in the DLC. A crucial time loss for biibobii when time was his big advantage. Okay, and LeydyBug obviously easily defeats the Gaping Dragon. And where is she headed next? And Bibo here, poor Bibo has to wait for the elevator to come down. You never send this elevator down once you come back up because this is supposed to be a one-way trip. Wait, what is she buying from Patches? Why did she buy Mask of the Mother? Wait, no, Mask of the Child. Okay, that makes more sense. Mask of the Child gives you increased stamina regen, which can be very helpful for a lot of boss fights, and a little bit helpful for running sections, I guess. Sells the daddy mask because screw the daddy. But yeah, she's got stamina regen, and biibobii has to repeat DLC step 374 because he messed up the order, but he's gonna get the pendant now. So did he not see that he didn't get the pendant when he killed this golem?
It's hard to say. He might not have. Even if he noticed,
it's an easy thing to miss.
Even if he noticed, he would have done the same thing. He did look a little confused when he saw Dusk there and no portal, so I'm assuming he didn't see. Yeah. They really made getting to Ulasil so convoluted for absolutely no reason other than Miyazaki hating us. Zero reason other than Miyazaki has nothing but contempt for us and makes us earn everything we get. To answer your question, runners are not streaming to their own streams so that everybody has to come here and listen to me. That's why. And what is Bibo doing with this Titanite demon? As LeydyBug is killing lightning,
Patches,
I guess, but there's a much better way to do that.
Isn't it just safe to run past? Like, as long as you stay on the outer edge of the arena? Isn't it just safe to run?
Maybe? I've never gotten lightning. Hit. I've always done the lightning. You just run to this one spot and then he immediately does lightning, and it's
I just run and stay on the edge of the arena, and no matter what he does, I've never had problems, but Bibo apparently taking it safer there. So Bibo is setting up RTSR on his way down here so that he can have RTSR for Sanctuary Guardian. The danger in doing that in a race environment is if you get killed by Sanctuary Guardian, you're starting from all the way back at Parish. So, why did LeydyBug kill Patches? Was that just for extra humanity? Or because fuck Patches? Or...
I'm not sure. I was paying attention to Bibo's. Then...
Oh, LeydyBug is grabbing the extra fire bombs. Oh, do you know why LeydyBug is grabbing the extra fire bombs? Because she had to use all her extra black fire bombs for lower...
Yeah.
Yep, the second trip to Berg. She needs that for Bed of Chaos. And she was kind of looking around for a little bit. I don't think she's had to do that for a while, so she didn't know quite... She knew the approximate area they were in, but she didn't know exactly where she was going to get those. So she had to look around a little bit.
So
Wait,
yeah, she did.
it gets her over. Yeah, go ahead, Barker.
She did knock Patches off and quit out and got 4 humanities and the Crescent Axe. I'm not sure what she would use.
Doing?
I'm not sure what she would be doing with that.
Is she doing the is she skipping Fire Sage and Centipede and saving them for later then? As we have biibobii here in Sanctuary Guardian, and this mother trucker right here. So he has lightning attacks, and you're in this shallow water, so anytime a lightning attack hits and he gets the tail cut, anytime a lightning attack hits the ground, it will cause an AoE, but biibobii baits out the charge and swoop, cuts the tail, and just wrecks this idiot. GG biibobii. As it looks like LeydyBug, we have a divergence in the routes now, as it looks like LeydyBug is going for Bed of Chaos.
Yeah, I'd like to pay a little more attention to what LeydyBug's doing, because I'm interested in... Okay, she does have 30 humanities right now, so... Wait, is she opening?
Yeah, she's got enough to open the shortcut. So, for what reason would she be skipping Fire Sage and Centipede, though?
I'm really not sure.
We told her this was all bosses, right?
She knows.
Okay, just want to make sure there's no confusion. Like, if we see her going for Gwyn, we're gonna have to, you know, like, get in there and we're gonna have to make some noise, because unlike other games, once you kill the last boss, you're going to New Game Plus. There is no backtracking on that once you go to Gwyn.
Exactly.
Which, it's kind of fun because it makes you commit. Like, if you're going for a run and you're going for all bosses, but you haven't gotten the any % yet, and you get most of the any % bosses killed, it's like, okay, should I go for Gwyn and just lock in the any % now? Or are we doing the optionals and going for all bosses? But yeah, LeydyBug's, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's going for Bed of Chaos right now with that 30 humanity she has. That will allow her to bypass Fire Sage and Centipede, which isn't something you normally do in all bosses, unless we'll have to see what her routing ends up being. But Bebo's just kind of jogging through Royal Wood. There's nothing to be concerned about in Royal Wood, is there?
No.
No, when you got Ring of Fog...
he kills that lizard just for a chance to get some more chunks. He's going to get more in the DLC anyway, because there's a slab.
Wait, where's he going?
After you. He's going to the elevator.
Oh, I didn't know this was a path. I always go around the other way, the left way around that pit.
Oh, the right way is a lot better. There's nothing there.
Yeah, there's fewer enemies, it's quicker.
It's
what the heck have I been doing my entire life? What's wrong with me? I mean, aside from the obvious.
And he's setting up RTSR
and he's setting up RTSR here?
He used Dustcrown Ring, which is really useful. Just set your HP to half, and then...
Yep, and then you set your HP to half, and you drop there.
Setups. You have so many one-drop setups available to you after that.
And this RTSR setup can be used for Artorias, Calamite, and Manus. Like, it's a short distance from all of them. And so he is purchasing... What's he buying from Chester here? He is buying arrows, okay.
He bought 69 feather arrows.
Nice. Can we get some nices in chat? Thank you, CBD. I would appreciate a full annotated research paper on that. As we have biibobii popping on the gold pine resin and heading into Artorias. Does he have flip ring here? He does not have flip ring. What does that mean, Barker?
It doesn't mean much. He gets a little less distance per roll, a little less iframes, a little more recovery frames, but it's not a huge deal. I actually personally prefer normal rolls for Artorias. I prefer normal rolls in general, but like...
What's the advantage there?
It just feels more comfy to me. But
It's just kind of what you're used to.
Sometimes
because
it's nice
you spend most of
to
the
not
game.
get as much distance.
I actually like the distance on Artorias. It baits out some of his slide attacks, which I find easier to punish here. Bibo's doing kind of a mix of both, which is really nice here. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, which I probably am, but if you don't have the Dark Wood Grain Ring, if you don't have Flip Ring, some of his jumping attacks ignore iframes, do they not?
His flips ignore iframes, yes.
Yeah. So
it
that's
ignores
kind
them
of something that scared me there. But obviously, biibobii and
Oh,
LeydyBug.
yeah,
I did not know this. You can get him
from
stuck.
LeydyBug.
I don't care if I don't need to do that. I'm just doing it because it's funny. I am stealing that. I have my notepad here. I'm taking all sorts of notes. Step Demon. Help me, Step Undead. I'm stuck. And LeydyBug just helped that demon. But yeah, she opened the shortcut, but she's fighting Fire Sage anyways. Heck, wait. And yeah, so this is basically Asylum Demon the Third, because somebody at FromSoft during the Dark Souls 1 development loved the copy paste button. But this one has a couple extra jump back attacks, and that's it. Otherwise, you get Demon Dumper the Third, and she doesn't turn the camera around. Like, when he does that slam attack, his booty jiggles in this beautiful way, and you just get this, like, calcified flesh jiggling up and down in your face, like, full camera view, but LeydyBug missed that, so we're gonna have to deduct a hit for that. Yep, but she's expertly managing the space. He has a lot of AoEs, but she just manages the space perfectly. As biibobii is just
this is actually Vanguard the 5th. Don't forget there are actually 2 Vanguards in Demon Souls.
Oh yeah, it's Vanguard the 5th. Okay. For the old school fans, it is Vanguard the 5th. As Bibo is just trucking through Ulasil. So I've always considered Ulasil one of the hardest running sections in Dark Souls 1. What do you think of it, Barker?
I mean, I'd be inclined to agree with you. There's a lot of enemies, and what do you call them? The normal enemy in this area is.
Oh yeah, those
they have some really weird
they just
attacks.
flail like wild.
There's some really weird attacks.
They are like those
fast.
wacky waving inflatable
this,
tube flailing arm men. As we have LeydyBug. Oh yeah, consistent bridge. Do you remember the run through strat I had for this on Pyro?
Yeah, I hated it.
Barker certified it as 100% consistent. As LeydyBug here is in Centipede Demon. So she donated the humanity, because she's no longer got any humanity. She donated the 30 humanity to get Chaos Servants +2, but she's still fighting the bosses and going the normal way. What do you think's going on here, Barker?
I'm guessing she's just going back and then going to Bed of Chaos that way and not wanting to go through Izalith.
Is that quicker?
No, it's not quicker. But if you're more comfortable just running past the Titanite Demon, which I am not.
Okay,
Titanite demons are not to be trusted.
Titanite Demon. That Titanite Demon is terrifying in Izalith. He's on this short bridge. There's all sorts of wacky things he can do. I get to run past him twice because I'm a mad lad, but not recommended. But I mean, I guess if you're more comfortable with the any percent to begin with, you just do it that way.
But I wouldn't say it's safer. There's a lot of that Titanite Demon just I hate it. But Izalith, if you just go through Izalith, if you really don't want to deal with the dragon butts, then you do not have to aggro them at all. Like if you have Fog Rank, then their aggro range is just so tiny. Just take it's not too much work to take the right path, and then they just don't aggro.
Yeah, so I don't know if you didn't play the game on release, did you, Barker? You didn't
absolutely
play
not.
Like the original.
Okay, I started
so
playing in 2018.
Version 1.0, for those of you who don't know, those demon butts in Izalith had way bigger aggro range. The
Yeah, I
whole
knew that.
area was a giant mosh pit. Your best bet was to aggro multiple of them and let them kill each other. 1.0 was... Izalith was fun. Izalith was a mosh pit. It wasn't fair. It was brutal. You would be doing it if we were playing on 1.0. You would be doing this strat LeydyBug is doing, and we would be saying, "Yeah, you don't want to go through Izalith." But it was a beautiful thing.
The entire time.
Yes, Remaster did like do some gamma correction, so it's not horrible. So she punches the tail to turn him around. He does the back hop, which is always scary. Oh,
Yeah, see, yeah, look at that. Okay, so, I mean, the back pop right there. If she were a little bit more right, that does have a hitbox, and then just that's really unfortunate. He does have two versions of that swipe. That's like one's faster, one's slower.
Yeah.
Like if you
It's
don't
hard
know
to
the difference,
familiarize
then
yourself.
if you don't know the difference, then it's hard to know exactly when to roll. Yeah,
But that back hop is the worst thing he can do because it opens him up to his whole arena of attacks, whereas normally you can just swoop around him and you just have to watch the tail hitbox at that point. As biibobii here is in Manus, and this is a longer fight. Oh, Manus is amazing, and he's got the Extendo Stretch Armstrong arms that Biibo is out of range of. And the hop. But so, Manus is getting about to the point where he's going to start using dark magic. There it is, the dark bead. And if you don't hit him immediately after he does the dark bead, he'll always do that roar, which gives you a bigger opening. So, are we going to see any other dark magic from Manus? Maybe the storm or the surround, or is he just going to go melee? Yep. And this should be GG.
Nice.
No little sliver of health. Nicely done. GG to biibobii. As we are tied up here on hits, and he kills
exact same
Dust.
RNG.
Get wrecked.
LeydyBug got the exact same
had the
RNG, but she learned the first time.
She dodged this time.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
she was ready this time.
I would actually recommend turning the Titanite Demon the other way, too.
What's the difference?
I feel like that hop's like a lot less likely. I rarely get it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's still not to be trusted.
I never... Never to be trusted. Nothing in this game is to be trusted. This game is treacherous. But I didn't realize it was more likely one way than the other. As LeydyBug heads down here. So wait, what if she... Oh wait, we covered this. Yeah, she just wanted to go Titanite Demon way. As she heads down into Bed of Chaos. So, what bosses are left for biibobii? Have you been keeping track, Barker? Have you been marking off on your check sheet the bosses for Biibo?
Well, is yeah, Calamite, Four Kings, the whole Isla section, obviously Gwyn, Priscilla, Gwendolyn, yeah.
I think that's it, as LeydyBug gets the first lineup well, and the big thing... Oh! She missed the second firebomb!
Ooh.
LeydyBug missed the second firebomb.
Okay, this is really unfortunate in a tournament setting.
Okay, does she know how to recover this?
If you don't know how to recover this, this is very, very unfortunate. This is...
She's got to bone out and formulate a plan, I think. To explain to chat what's going on here, with the Bed of Chaos fight, you throw one firebomb, you're completely safe as long as you haven't broken either branch in front of her right away. You throw one firebomb, and then you have a certain length of time to throw the second firebomb before the Bed of Chaos starts doing a firestorm where you stand where you throw that second firebomb. And as long as you get both the second firebomb to hit, it's fine. But if you hit the first firebomb and then miss the second one, she's got to figure out a recovery strat, because right now, We are in uncharted waters. Most runners don't know how to kill Bed of Chaos legit. I hope she at least knows the bow strat. There's a strat where you can just run to the left side and shoot with the bow. As long as she knows that, she should be fine. But we'll see how deep LeydyBug's knowledge is right now, because things have gone a bit off the rails for her. Yep, the first orb is still destroyed. To make it clear, when you exit the boss fight, your progress in the Bed of Chaos boss fight as far as which orb or branch is destroyed is maintained.
Which is really unfortunate in this context.
Yep. But as long as she knows the bow strat, she should be fine. But this is going to be a test of LeydyBug's depth of knowledge in this game. If she does know it, that she can just... And she gets to run past her favorite Titanite demon again. This time, he does not cause problems. No, quit outs are not allowed, Limey. Well, quit outs are allowed for, like, certain item spawns and rings, but not in boss fights. Absolutely not in boss fights. So, I feel like she knows what she's doing here. I feel like she might have tried something else if she didn't know, but I think she knows she can just run along the left side and bow down the second orb. But then she has to run in on Bed of Chaos too, and I'm wondering how practiced she is on that. But we are about to see to see how deep LeydyBug's depth of knowledge in this game goes, as we have biibobii heading into Calamite. On a scale of fantastic to the greatest boss ever, where would you rank Calamite, Barker?
Number 26 out of 26. I hate Calamite. Calamite's my least favorite boss in this game.
So many people hate Calamite. Can we get some love for Calamite in chat? Can we get some love for the absolute best dragon in not only Souls, but in world history? Yep. Okay, she knows exactly what she's doing here. Yeah, LeydyBug knows what she's doing. The depth of knowledge to know when a strategy fails, how to back it up. And we have the swoop on Calamite here.
There it is.
And the head swipes that have a perfect hitbox that isn't fucked at all. And running in on the sweep fire.
So she's just boning out again. She doesn't want to risk running all the way back to the entrance.
Which honestly you should.
Fight.
You should bone out there, because the firestorm that she can start doing as you run back, if she does the firestorm immediately, it's just pure luck whether you survive or not.
Yeah, firestorm.
So really LeydyBug is playing it safe right now. Oh! Calamite he rolled in on the head swipe and got hit by the perfect and not scuffed at all hitbox on the Calamite head swipe. Like, that hitbox is pretty much completely perfect in every way, right, Barker?
No, I don't agree.
Well, why don't you tell us about that
you try to defend this boss. No.
Barker, I need to go to the bathroom really quick. I need a 10-minute break, so I just need you to rant for 10 minutes straight on that hitbox.
It's literally the worst hitbox in gaming. I don't know what to say.
No, okay, why is it the worst hitbox? Okay, I think it's a fantastic hitbox. Debate me.
Okay,
debate me. I think it's the best hitbox ever. I think it's perfectly fair. What's wrong with it?
How? What? No.
What's wrong with it, Barker? It's perfectly fair. It's centered on his head. It's not like it shoves you directly into the body and it just like scuffs you. It's not like it's a lingering hitbox that lasts for like a full 7 seconds. I'm trying to get you angry. I'm trying to like get a Hulk reaction out of you here, Barker.
You think you can get me angry?
The secret is I'm always angry. Just think about Calamite. Just think about all the runs you've lost to Calamite. Like, this is a fantastic boss. I love this boss. I love the artistic design where they didn't just like make a stereotypical dragon, but he's got like this whole angular design with this single like red glowing eye.
I mean, yeah,
It's
his
so
design's
ominous and
cool. I
beautiful.
mean, he has a really good OST.
Are you
But-
saying good things about Calamite right now, Barker?
Those are the only good things.
And
That's
he
it.
gets the tail stomp. Doesn't
not
go
going for the tail cut.
Oh, and LeydyBug. Wait, did LeydyBug take a hit to Bed of Chaos? Dino Singile! Dino, thank you so much for the raid. We are in exciting territory here as LeydyBug has scuffed the firebomb strand on Bed of Chaos and is now attempting to recover. And biibobii is fighting the best boss in Dark Souls, the best dragon in video game history, actually world history. And he gets the booty slam again, does not go for the tail cut.
shame.
Deduct 2 hits from biibobii for not doing the tail cut.
For shame.
But he gets the kill anyways. GG biibobii. But welcome on in, Dino. Everybody, if you don't know Dino, do yourselves a favor and give him a follow. He is an absolutely wonderful person, a tremendously talented runner, and just wonderful guy in every way. Thank you so much, and welcome on in from everybody from Dino's stream. We are in the middle of an all bosses hitless race in Dark Souls 1, Best Souls. That chest is discolored because the textures have not loaded in properly, because Dark Souls 1 is the best game ever. And, okay, what is this? The 7th time LeydyBug has to run past this Titanite demon? This Titanite demon is her best fucking friend. Like, LeydyBug and Titanite demon, name a more iconic duo. Spoiler warning, you can't. As LeydyBug is headed in to Bed of Chaos again, and it is tied up 4-4, so it's on time again, which puts Biibo in the lead. As Biibo is waking up framped again, like, this guy can just not get any sleep. Like, what's he doing this time? Is he trading the slab for more chunks?
That's my guess. He got the slab from after Calamite. His halberd is at +3 right now. So
that should be enough for +4. And then he would need an actual slab for +5.
He had one after he upgraded to +3, so he has 3 right now. Which is enough to upgrade to +4. She's not doing it
as
yet.
LeydyBug heads into Bed of Chaos here again. Okay, so waiting at the safe spot. She needs to time her run-in. Is she going to wait for the firestorm?
I assume she is.
So, Barker, how does it feel to wait for 5 minutes for a firestorm here during a race?
Probably horrible, if I had to guess.
Probably?
Probably horrible.
That's a guess on your part. Oh! She is cutting it close there.
Oh, that's
and waiting for the swipes to go over.
Okay, so she's just getting a little more.
She's waiting for it here.
She's just getting more comfortable.
So I'll wait for the firestorm outside, like where she was, because she can do the firestorm as you're doing that run up, and if she does, you're screwed. But she's just running in and then waiting for the firestorm here because that's more what she's used to. And so Biibo does not have 30 humanity, I don't think, unless he has a bunch to pop on the elevator here, which means he's not going to go by way of Izalith Demon. He's not going to go by the Titanite Demon, because that is LeydyBug's husbando and not his. And LeydyBug, yep, she navigated the firestorm perfectly and is headed down now to punch the bug. Oh, whiffs the punch! Okay, she got it. Okay, guys, in all seriousness, can we get some major GGs for LeydyBug here? Because a lot of runners, if they scuffed that firebomb setup, they wouldn't know what to do. They would be coming into the channel asking if they could load a save or something. But LeydyBug persevered. You know, she knew what she had to do. She's got the depth of knowledge to figure it out and pull on through. So big GGs for LeydyBug on pulling that out. Because ultimately, Hitless, I mean, the runs are great, but it's really about just, you keep on trying, you push on through that adversity. And that is really great to see that she was able to pull that off. So we have Biibo going to Bed of Chaos. Where is Lady going right now? Has she not killed Seath yet?
What is she doing?
Parker,
I don't think she
Parker,
has.
have you been paying attention? Okay, so she still needs to kill Seath. Yeah, she's done a lot of the early things, but apparently she still
Oh yeah,
needs
she
to
hasn't done
Seath.
DLC yet. Okay.
Yeah, I know she hasn't done
Yeah.
DLC.
So she hasn't done
But,
Duke's Archives or DLC yet, so.
Okay. But she has gotten Gaping and Capra, so she still has Seath, the DLC, Four Kings, and Gwendolyn and Priscilla. Whereas Bebo still has... Oh, he still has Ceaseless.
That'll be a
Bebo
big
still
deal.
has everything in Demon Ruins.
He'll set up RTSR here and then get a 2-cycle. Or maybe he'll
Mhm.
cheese, I don't know. Cheese is slower, but... He is setting up RTSR.
Yeah, if he's setting up RTSR, that would seem to indicate he's going to actually go for the kill here. I mean, I want to see somebody do the Ceaseless... Well, you wouldn't do it in all bosses run, but in an 80% do the Ceaseless skip. With proper setup, you can actually roll across the lava and not have to kill Ceaseless at all. It's an absolutely terrible idea for Hitless, but it can be done.
That is a horrible idea.
I am full of the best ideas. Does fire count as a hit? No. Environmental damage like poison swamp or lava damage does not count as a hit as long as you don't die. And not dying. And you were right. She's doing 48 damage to the golem instead of 33. That is the Hawk Ring doing work there. And that might seem like a trivial point, but that's like a 50% increase in damage. Like, that alone almost saves all the time that it took to get the Hawk Ring right there. Hawk Ring paying for itself. As Bebo, it does... Yep, it's going to be a 2-cycle on Ceaseless Discharge for Bebo. And I recently learned this run through Dirk's Archives. I recently learned instead of murdering everything that I could just run through by this. It still feels a little dicey, but how comfortable is it once you get used to it, Barker?
It's so comfy. I mean, there...
Does it get comfier? Can I look forward to times where I'm not tightening up in the keister from that run?
Just do it a bunch of times, and there you go.
Why is he fighting Ceaseless? If this is an all bosses run, Flippiano, or however you pronounce that name. This is an all bosses run. They have to kill all bosses right now for the run. And LeydyBug turns him around with a arrow. Does not get the backstab though, but I think she's going with the Bebo plan. She's gonna sneak out here. Wait till he de-aggros, and then right up the keister. Dirty, dirty.
I love
My
that.
boy Crystal General getting done dirty. So, LeydyBug is heading into the second Seath fight. What do you think her strategy is going to be here, Barker, and how do you think it will differ from Bebo's strategy on Seath?
This looks exactly the same. I'm not gonna... Oh. Aw. That's unfortunate.
Oh. She almost had him.
Almost.
Almost had him. No, to explain to anybody who's just coming in and maybe doesn't know. And she kicks the snake before killing him. To explain, that is a scripted hit on Seath. Bebo running right past the demon. That
Right
takes
between the legs,
balls
that's
of
funny.
steel.
That's
Holy
funny.
crap. So you can get a dropped input there. There's a high likelihood of dropped input there. Rolling right like that, not even going to the side and iframing the axe, but right straight through. Bebo showing courage here. As he is in the Stray Demon fight. Stray Demon jumps back, so you want to actually run away from him to bait out something. If Stray Demon runs back and you just try and chase, correct me if I'm wrong, Barker, but if he jumps back and you try and chase, you can get in a no-win scenario with an AoE, can't you?
I believe...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if he...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
that if he jumps back and immediately goes for the quicker swipe AoE, that there's just nothing you can do if you chose to chase him back.
Yeah, if he just immediately goes for it, then you're in a really poor situation. And there's no way of getting out of there. So, yeah, if he jumps back, you just stay back, try and bait out a longer range attack, and then go in.
And LeydyBug backstabbing this snake guy. This ladder is full of memes.
If this were a hybrid run,
there are
then
some
you could
good
just
clips on
three-shot.
this ladder. Wait, what do you 3-shot?
Fire Sage Demon.
Oh.
And that's not a big deal. And the third shot is like... The third shot, he's at like low health, so you can do that from further away. You don't need to like worry about that.
Yeah, so you get the 2 close up because he always opens with that jumping slam, and then the third one, no matter what he does, even
always.
if he jumps away, it's fine. Oh, not always?
No. See, he can open with a...
Sometimes he just runs up to you. That's right.
He can open with
That's
an
pretty rare,
AoE,
though.
and... Yeah, okay, so... When I first went for all bosses, I lost a run, 4th to last boss, to Fire Sage Demon. Because he did the... Because I had like started a week before, and I didn't know... I didn't practice Fire Sage. I'm like, oh, you can only do the jumping attack in the opener. So I run at him, and he does the AoE. Oh!
Oh! That was a stagger, was that not?
That was a stagger. That was a hit.
That is rough. So he actually used the bow to knock off the Centipede Demon's arm, which is an interesting strategy I've never seen before.
The fireball!
Oh!
That's not something you see too often.
biibobii playing with fire here with the Centipede Demon. But yeah, that RTSR setup, it's really smooth. You wear the gold hem set, and you take 3 ticks of fire damage while jogging. Not sprinting, because you'll take more fire damage sprinting than you will jogging. And that's a perfect RTSR setup at like any decently high level and minimum vitality. If you're at SL1, you'll actually take more damage because the first like 20 levels give you pretty substantial defense increases. But for the route he's doing, it's just the 3 little ticks of fire damage while jogging through the fire.
So it is cool to see someone going through Iceland too.
Yep. And this area is now somewhat navigable because of the remaster. In Prepare to Die edition and the console versions, this area was entirely... you were just blinded by how bright the lava was. And LeydyBug just baits down that archer. I did not know you could do that. These runners are just teaching me all sorts of fancy tricks today. The brightest lasagna. But yeah, this is obviously, I think, the much safer way to go at Bed of Chaos than dealing with the Titanite Demon. Although, is it faster going through the Titanite Demon way?
No.
No?
No.
Because it feels like he's spending a long time jogging through the lava, although...
I mean, he's definitely not taking the more efficient path. Like, you could do this a lot quicker. I'm not sure... Like, maybe it might be faster to do the Titanite route if you're going like this.
Or maybe LeydyBug just loves that Titanite Demon. Maybe they're just BFFs and...
That is very possible.
Okay, and LeydyBug is heading through and setting up RTSR here in the Crystal Caves as she heads to Seath. As we will see if biibobii can nail the firebomb throws and get the guaranteed kill on Bed of Chaos here. You never run up that branch. There's 2 different branches you can run up. Most people go into that little tunnel branch because that's the path that's more obvious, but there is another one that's a little bit quicker. And if you're doing PvP in Izalith, it is important to know the pathing.
DS1 PvP?
Dark Souls 1 PvP. It's a fantastic time. I used to do all sorts of Izalith invasions. You never got
that.
much activity, but when you did, it was a good time. Alright. We got Bibo in here. So, when you first enter this fight, there's pretty much nothing Bed of Chaos does, right? Except for some hand swipes over if you go over to the sides.
Yeah. He just does that.
And a little bit in front. Yeah, there's really nothing to worry about until you start breaking branches. So lines up, that first throw looks good. Needs to line up the second one quick here. Looks good.
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Got it. That's what you want to do. And so now he's waiting for the Firestorm, unless he has the courage to just run straight in without waiting for the Firestorm. Not gonna happen.
Unfortunate.
As LeydyBug is in the Seath fight, and she's just gonna kick the crystal. Is there an advantage to kicking it rather than just hitting it with your weapon?
Less stamina.
Okay, a little bit of... And stamina is important here to get the 1 cycle.
Yeah, it's a lot more important than, like, BGH or something. You do less damage with the halberd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is one of the things, along with Sif, I thought she might have been going for BGH for, but
yeah.
Ends up she was just there to get the Hawk Ring. So, after this, biibobii has Priscilla and Gwendolyn. LeydyBug... And the Firestorm, navigates it perfectly. Bibo navigates that Firestorm perfectly. A lot of people will run down to that branch too early and end up getting themselves trapped. But Bibo right there showing us a textbook Bed of Chaos fight, except for he cannot hit this bug. This bug has 100 evasion and cannot possibly be hit. You need to roll a nat 20. But he ends up pulling it out. But yeah, LeydyBug is ahead on hits, but she still has the whole DLC left. Whereas, if I'm not mistaken, Bibo has Gwendolyn, Priscilla, 4 Kings, and Gwyn left, right, Barker?
As far as I know, yeah.
Unless we're missing anything, that champagne is just getting started, Spiegel. Don't you test me here. Okay, so LeydyBug is... I think LeydyBug's going for Gwendolyn and Priscilla right now.
Looks like
While biibobii is headed to 4 Kings, is she going to set up RTSR with this elevator? She has the half damage from Dust Crown Ring.
Yeah, Bibo did keep already.
And that should do it for LeydyBug's RTSR setup. LeydyBug has not gone into the DLC yet. She still has all of the DLC to do. But we have slight differences in the routing. Things really open up after early game as far as what boss order you want to do things in. After you kill Ornstein and Smo, especially in all bosses, you can kind of go all over the place and whatever you feel most comfortable with. Okay, so big question, is Bibo going... He's doing run-through. Is Bibo doing quick, no-kill, New Londo Ruins here?
I mean, it's perfectly consistent. There isn't really any reason to kill all the ghosts.
And runs through, kills this one. And she's going to delay on the stairs a little bit here, right?
Yep. To aggro this ghost. There would be a ghost in this hallway, but he does that little aggro on the stairs. That baits him up.
Yep, moves him away. As we have biibobii in the Gwendolyn fight. Chasing this boy down the hall. And he's watching. Oh, he's got the arrow RNG. The arrows take Gwendolyn longer to recover from, so that's what you're looking for to move in. And yeah, one cycle, perfect. GG on LeydyBug there. As biibobii kills Ingward in order to get the key to the seal. And let me see how he does the rest of New Londo. He doesn't do the jump, so minus 3 points, style points there. Oh, he's baiting out that ghost at the corner because that ghost at the corner can cause some major problems. It actually looks like he's going for some ghost kills here.
No.
Oh, nope, he's running through. Okay.
This is the normal melee strat.
Okay, okay. Shows what I know about melee. That's why Barker's here. I don't need to know these things, all right?
That's just textbook melee New Londo. Just go down to that point, it baits all the ghosts out, run past, and you've got nothing to worry about.
So you would say that was pretty much perfectly executed?
I would say so.
Find me all you want, CBD. You're gonna have to collect at some point. Pants grab.
Whoa.
All right. So, what RTSR setup is Bibo gonna use? Is he gonna use the super fast one, or is he gonna go safer?
Do it.
Run forward and to the right, Bibo. It's a perfect RTSR setup. Do it. Do it. Yeah!
No!
Oh!
Don't roll there.
That's why you sprint instead of roll. That's why you sprint instead of roll. But you know what? I'm glad
he went for it.
He
went for it. I'll give him that.
I see a lot of people like doing this crap where you just jog off to the left and then spend 5 minutes on this staircase, like going up and down again, and it actually irks me. When I do a faster strat, when I, as like a 30-year-old boomer, do a faster strat than some of these teenagers, that actually irks me in this game. And he's getting a humanity ready to drop. Why does he drop this humanity, Barker?
He just wants to know where the center of the arena is. It's sometimes nice because this arena is pitch black and there are walls. This arena is not infinite. You can get stuck against walls if he ever gets into a situation where he wants to know where the... Oh, Jesus. If he ever gets into a situation where he wants to know where the center of the arena is, then he has that item there.
Yeah, and it's also nice you can navigate to where the next king is going to be based on where your item is. You always know where the center of the arena is, roughly.
Yep.
So it's just a way to keep your bearings in this black expanse of nothingness with no other landmarks. But that was a close one on that roll, like Bibo with the precision. As LeydyBug is. And, oh, just shy of the 2 kings. Feels bad, man, not being able to do this fight in 2 kings. But he's pretty much just going to charging attack the 3rd king and maybe have to dodge 1 attack, right?
Yep, that should take 2 hits, I'm thinking. Okay, he picks it back up.
And LeydyBug...
I haven't seen that
LeydyBug
before.
has a dragon butt in her way that there's no possible way he can move, except she just did. I don't know how that happened, but a jumping attack causes that demon butt to stand up. It's amazing.
Yeah, anything
LeydyBug,
that's sitting down in this game, if you jumping attack, then they stand right up, and that...
It just kind of throws it into a T-pose, doesn't it?
No. It just makes them stand up. Like, if you do it to any NPC that's sitting down, it'll make them stand up, and they just look like any other NPC that's standing up.
Mm-hmm. So LeydyBug is getting ready to fight Priscilla here, and the key thing is you do not want to one-shot Priscilla right at the beginning. And she's going outside the little, like, circle arena. She only has 1 path to him. It doesn't matter if she's invisible. This is how you do it?
Yeah. Not with the bow. I don't know about that. Ooh, okay. So I know what she wanted to do. She wanted to stick Priscilla with the bow, so she could know exactly where Priscilla is, because the arrow stays there. You can see where the arrow is, so you kind of know what Priscilla's doing, but she didn't stick her early enough. Now,
she kind of missed that
what you
first
want to
shot
do
because
is, like, when she gets to a certain point, you want to run forward and around, and then I always did like an R2, an R1 and an R2, and that would kill. Like, God, it's been so long since I did the CH route, but I think an R2 staggered, or maybe an R1 and an R2, and then when you stagger, she becomes not invisible anymore. But really, you don't need to know where she is in that situation. Just do the same thing every time, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, because if you go through there, she only has one path to come at you from.
Yep.
Like, she can't kind of sneak up from you on the side. I think LeydyBug missed that first arrow shot because Priscilla didn't take a straight path to her. Priscilla likes to actually use her invisibility and kind of move in indirect ways towards you. And she wasn't lined up with that passageway as soon as LeydyBug thought. So the first shot missed, she got the second shot, but by then Priscilla was a bit close and just basically messed up there.
She missed a lot more shots than just the first one. That's what really screwed her.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're here, to count things. Anyways. We have biibobii going into Gwendolyn now. As LeydyBug makes her way back through. So, I've seen some run-through strats of Painted World here. How safe is it to just kind of run past all these guys?
It's perfectly safe.
Perfectly safe, Barker certified
safe.
on 100% consistent?
It's really nice to put on Fog Ring and then take off Slumbering, and then like they kind of hear you around the corner and they turn, and when you go to run past them, they try to turn back, and then you're already past them at that point.
Yeah, it's kind of odd how sometimes you don't want one of the stealth rings, like especially Slumbering. Sometimes you want enemies to hear you, so they kind of like go and investigate a noise you make, and then you just go while they're investigating that. There's some really interesting interplay with the stealth here in Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 1.
Dark Souls
3 has nothing like that. Dark Souls 3 has just cast Hidden Body Lamau. That's what stealth in Dark Souls 3 amounts to.
Hey, don't sleep on Spook.
You don't need Spook with Hidden Body.
No, you don't, but you're not wrong
you do
there.
not need it at all.
Hey, we don't talk about Hidden Body.
Start that controversy again. Hey, chat, what do you think about Hidden Body in hitless runs?
No.
Should it be allowed or not? Cast your votes now. Get your knives out. Oh, I don't care, Alpha. I literally do not care. I wouldn't use it myself, but I like watching other.
Oh damn, he got muted somehow. That's crazy.
Hi, Eden.
Hey, what's up? How's this race?
He was talking about an illegal subject. He's been silenced.
Yes. Okay, yeah, I'm unmuting.
Literally 1984.
Let me back in.
He's here. Hi, Flippy.
Okay. I'm back. I can't silence the truth. Oh, and Biibo! Look at what Biibo's doing. Biibo's doing this sneaky strat through, he doesn't kill the dragon, he does the sneaky strat with the invisible platforms.
Oh, interesting.
As LeydyBug gets the
So Lady's trying to hit multiple arrow shots, not just to know where Priscilla is, but to actually stagger her so she can fight her straight up.
Yep. But yeah, biibobii just ignoring the zombie dragon entirely and just going for the invisible platforms there, which is the faster way. Is there any risk with that, Barker?
I mean, if you're comfortable with the strat, then there's no
like, how
risk.
precise is it?
not vary at all.
Okay, so you think you just take a little bit of time to learn it, and it is the quicker and better way than having to kill the dragon?
Now, it is actually faster to kill the dragon if you have Dark Bead.
Oh, really?
Oh!
Oh, Priscilla taking some heads today.
Oh, man.
Priscilla is taking some heads today as she also takes out biibobii. Priscilla MVP and confirmed best monster girl waifu in Dark Souls. My love is still Quailag, but Priscilla today is racking up the hits. She's the only boss that has killed both runners, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Is that the 6th hit for Bibo? We've already confirmed I'm not counting today.
I believe so. The chat is saying yes.
Okay, yep. Okay, so that puts LeydyBug back in the lead. If she can get if she can get 4 kings and DLC hitless, she has this wrapped up, but that is quite a tall order. Anyways, wait, where is Bibo going?
Back to Priscilla, because he
he's-
died.
Okay. Yeah. No, I got confused because I'm like, you're already down at the bottom of the tower, but that's because when I did all bosses, I would hit the lever and I would go through the skull, the skeleton wheel well in order to hit the lever to go to her the proper way.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's fine. The bone wheels are fine. Like,
Yeah, I'm never
they
gonna
get
forget
a
that.
bad rap in here, but DS1, the bone wheels in particular, it's not just what they are, and it's not just that they roll forever in Dark Souls 1, it's also where they are. Wait, Bibo's killing the dragon now.
Yeah, so I know what happened. He went up here to do the skip and then realized he didn't have RTSR set up. So he went back to set up RTSR, but at that point he had already aggroed the dragon. I do believe that's what
Okay.
happened. So
Yeah,
now
and he
he's
doesn't
kind of
even
in a
have...
he's in a position where he has to.
Mhm. And he doesn't have Symbol of Avarice. He's still doing the skip, though. Because that's
Let's
just
go.
what he knows. Like, there's a certain value in just, even if, like, you know, circumstances like that lead to an easier path, you just stick with what you know. And LeydyBug is using bow strats for Izalith. I mean, not Izalith, New Londo. LeydyBug's doing things a little differently, killing a few more ghosts, doing a little bit of ghost busting around here. Oh yeah. Hits that one by the fog wall, because that one can start swinging at you as you're going through the fog wall. It's not really necessary to kill, but I like killing it anyways. And biibobii is getting his rematch with Priscilla. This time, no start-off hit. But he's not going to...
Sees the feet.
Yep. Gotta track those feet. Now watch for the footsies in the snow. And running attack. Rolls away. This is terrifying. This does not strike me as a good way to be doing this fight.
No,
I kind of hate this.
I don't
What
like
do you
this.
feel, Barker?
No.
I do not like this at all. I actively hate this strat. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Bibo.
It's just
Okay,
so
so if you're
nice
gonna-
to. It's so nice to get that first hit off, and then you go up the stairs and you just run
Here's
around
my
and
advice.
stagger and kill her. It's so easy.
Here's my advice if you want to stagger Priscilla. He's got the strength for this. Dragon Tooth. You grab Dragon Tooth or Zweihander. A single running R1 will stagger her. With Dragon Tooth or Zweihander. Like, so if you want to stagger her to make her visible, I would actually use Dragon Tooth or Zweihander. A single running R1 will stagger her, and then you can just fight her visible there. So if that's the strat you want to go for, wait. What is LeydyBug doing right now? What's going on here? I have never seen Ingward killed from this position.
What in the?
Have you seen this before, Barker?
No. I have not.
What are your thoughts on this? I mean, she's got Hawk Ring, and so obviously that comes into play here. She's got some ghosts growing onto her.
She wants to kill the ghosts, so they're like not an issue at all when she runs into Four Kings. But did she kill Ingward?
I feel like, yeah, Ingward, that's Ingward right up there, isn't that? Yeah. She's killing Ingward from here, which I have never seen before, but
never seen that.
it worked.
I've never seen that.
Ring anyways. Wait, what happened? Bibo died on Priscilla again. Oh my god. This can happen. This can happen where you take a hit on a boss you don't expect to, and it gets in your head. And Priscilla, she just used her...
No, he died to the skip. He died to the skip.
Oh, the skip?
Yeah.
I thought you said the skip was safe and 100% consistent, Barker. I trusted you, Barker.
Hey!
I trusted you. You told me the skip
is 100% consistent. I don't know what to say.
And yet, here we are. I feel betrayed. Chat,
Hey,
I don't know if I can trust Barker again.
That's not the strat's fault. I don't know what to say.
I feel betrayed, Barker. I don't know. Like, what else isn't consistent then? Like, there's all these Barker certified strats that CBD and I have developed, and I'm questioning them now.
Oh.
Okay, if you
What
take that
happened
drop,
there?
you need full health. He took the early drop. You know, the early drop that you can take there, but he wasn't at full health. He had taken a drop earlier. Oh, he had cut his health in half. Bibo is just discombobulated. This is a tragic thing. This is a mindset thing. I
Absolutely.
think he's
That's
tilted.
absolutely a mindset thing. This is really unfortunate.
I think
you hate to see it.
Yeah, it's a rough thing. I think biibobii would be served to just take a moment, take a breath, and recenter yourself. It's a rough thing to go live for anybody in chat who has never done any sort of live event before. Like, it's one thing to do a hitless run. It's another thing, like, on command at a time you're not used to streaming, like just going live and just right now, hitless, do it.
Yep.
With like 5 times your normal audience watching. As we see, she's going in on the bolts. LeydyBug is looping the magic bolts like a pro here. Okay, now she's just running out. Probably best to play it safe once you got that damage in. But Four Kings is pretty much a damage race. It's hard. It's a very challenging run on low damage runs.
Oh!
But for something like this, what happened?
Failed to skip again. Really
Can we get some love in chat for biibobii? biibobii is having a tough time of it, and he needs some love right now, guys. Bibo just needs some love. He needs to know that no matter how this goes, we love him. We know he's a great guy. It's a little bit of slippery skip. But it can be really... Oh, and he takes a hit to the... Did he take... Okay, yep, he took hits to the hollow. The streamers are not looking at the... Well, they can. They're not necessarily looking at this chat, Frederico, but they can be. They are streaming on dummy accounts. We're not controlling what they look at or what they see, though, so he may or may not be in here. But we just want to send him some love right now. He just seems to be in a really tilted mindset.
Yeah.
And that is unfortunate to see.
This is absolutely a mindset thing. Really unfortunate.
Because we know, like, we've watched him for a while play way better than this. But I don't know, I think, things just get in your head and you start getting frustrated and it just cascades from there in a rough way. As LeydyBug is now headed to the DLC, she's got a bit of distance to make up on Bibo here. So she still has... She just did Four Kings. She has the DLC, and then... Is it just Gwyn after DLC for LeydyBug?
I believe so.
Okay. And I'm wondering if they are watching each other at all. Like, if that would factor in, if LeydyBug knew that she was several hits ahead of Bibo, if that would factor into her decision making or how she went about things right now. Or if they're just kind of focused on doing the best performance they can. Okay, Bibo. He's gonna do the skip again because he's got RTSR set up. Oh, no. Okay. This is an interesting thing Bibo's doing. He is using... So fall damage in Dark Souls 1 is proportional to your max health. He's cutting his max health in half to reduce the fall damage he takes. And he is bowing down this Baronique Knight. I think he could just run past now.
Yep. So yeah, he's not going for the skip anymore as long as he's got that dragon dead. It doesn't respawn, so he knows what to do.
Yep. And now,
he can get
pray for
Priscilla
biibobii, guys. Priscilla on second attempts and beyond can be really rough.
It's definitely harder. Yeah, I'm just not so sure about this strat. I don't know.
Because the problem with the halberd in particular, the halberd is one of the weapon classes where if you miss a swing, you're stuck in a stagger animation and it takes you longer to recover.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And combined with that narrow hitbox of the halberd, which has caused problems before, that can be really risky on Priscilla. As LeydyBug heads into Sanctuary Guardian, dodges the roll, gets a swing there, gets the, oh, this is beautiful RNG. And 2 more swings. He's just a hair away. 4-hit combo. Nope, only the 2. Pounce. And she's got it. Textbook Sanctuary Guardian. Didn't fly around at all. That's very good RNG she got there. As Bibo takes a minute to get himself collected, and he is heading in again. And so we're going to have LeydyBug just jogging through Royal Woods, which, like we covered before. Wait, is she buying something from Elizabeth here? Oh, yeah, you can buy gold resin from her.
Yep.
Wait, can you buy infinite gold pine from her?
No. I think it's only
How many
5?
does she sell?
5 or something.
Okay.
3 or 5. Might be 3.
That's still a
Whatever.
really good if you're doing a melee run.
Yeah, gold pine is very limited in this game.
Yeah,
you only have a limited amount from very specific NPCs, and then the only other source is RNG drops.
Yep, there's 3 in the Darkroot Garden in the area before Sif. There's 5 you can buy from Elizabeth there, and then, if you want more, you get to farm the mushrooms.
Yep.
So they did either of them visit the undead female merchant? Did they buy any
No.
fire resin from her, or no? They just rely on the gold resin pickups and go
fire
from
resin,
there?
Fire resin isn't great. It doesn't give you that much fire damage. Even...
Yeah, it's
even,
like a 9...
Even for bosses that are weaker to fire, gold pine's usually better. Because
yeah, I think it's something like fire resin adds 90 fire attack to your weapon, whereas gold pine resin adds 130 lightning damage to your weapon. So even if a boss is weaker to fire, it's still usually better to use gold pine.
Yeah, and that's why gold pine's a lot more scarce. Because it's just better. And then fire resin by infinite. Okay,
and LeydyBug is running the same path through Royal Woods that Bibo did. A path I did not know existed until today. A path everyone has kept secret from me. There's been some grand conspiracy to not let me know you could run through Royal Woods this way. Everybody has kept this secret from me until now.
Okay, so Bibo's improvising.
He's doing the bow strats. still think I kind of hate this. It does make it tense, though. Okay, one more arrow. I think she'll stagger.
I think he just wasted too much time after the...
Okay. Yeah, we've already established I'm not good at counting. One more arrow and she should stagger.
The poise does reset after 5 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, it's 5 seconds. Okay, this time for real, guys. One more arrow and she will stagger. No. That was just a test. Chat fooled you. One more arrow and one more arrow and she will stagger. She will absolutely stagger this time. I promise 100% on my honor. Next arrow, she will stagger. This is for all the marbles. Obviously that missed, and a missed arrow will not stagger. Believe it or not. Okay, the timer is reset. By now, definitely. He's just 100% killing her with bow damage. You know what? I kind of hate this, but I kind of love this too, because there's a real tension here. Like, I am genuinely terrified at this Priscilla fight and what is happening. Okay. And... you can see the arrows shaking around, but it's still hard to gauge her position as LeydyBug heads into Artorias. High jump goes right past. She gets one punish there. And Artorias does the slide sweep and dodges through it. And Artorias is charging up. Oh, got her!
First try.
Biibo gets her. First-ish try. Biibo is still in this, and he is nearing the end. A rough run through Priscilla, but can we get some GGs? Can we get some love for Biibo for maintaining? Because I have seen so many competitors in the past just crumble and stop when they get in a hole like that. But Biibo is a champion. He is continuing on. As LeydyBug, okay, LeydyBug actually has the flip ring here, which I think if you're doing melee is a lot more comfortable. Oh, Biibo's at Gwyn. Biibo is going to Gwyn. As LeydyBug, she should get the kill here. GG on Artorias LeydyBug. Okay, so if Biibo had the symbol of avarice, he could just slap it on right now, run straight to Gwyn, and take it off in the fog wall and have RTSR. But instead, he has to take all this time to set up RTSR here. And this is why you should get symbol of avarice. Because most of the time it takes to get, you can save right here by not having to do this.
No, you don't know. You don't even know. You don't know.
I can't even begin to understand. Educate me.
So you do the half health setup with DCR, and then you do one jump, and you don't actually have to run back up that hill. He doesn't know about this, I don't think. There's another hill like on the way that you can jump off, and then that sets up RTSR. And using a symbol of avarice would maybe be like a second or two faster, but like the amount of time it takes to get symbol of avarice. Oh my god. Symbol of avarice, I want to point out something. Symbol of avarice apologists disgust me.
I want to point out something. Like, this entire cast, I've been asking Barker questions, and it takes him a few seconds to collect his thoughts and come up with a reply. But if I just say something wrong, if I just, like, assert something that I know is incorrect as complete, like, an utter fact, Barker's on it. He's just like, no, you don't understand. What's going on is this, and he's just boom, boom, boom. So that's an internet lesson for everyone. If you want some information, don't ask a question, just say what you know is wrong and people will be on you. Okay, and going into Gwyn, perfect parry there. And let's see, he should go around to the back.
Considering Biibo's on Gwyn, Radia, I would say Biibo's in the lead.
Parry?
Time-wise.
Time-wise, yes. Hit-wise, LeydyBug's got that pretty firmly wrapped up. And GG biibobii. Let's see his final time here. Should be somewhere around 2:36, I'm gonna guess. 2:33:38. Not bad, biibobii. And okay, you know why? You know what happened? He named his character F. He named his character F. Do you want to curse yourself? Like, that is how you curse a run, chat. That right there is how you curse yourself, is you name yourself F. And are we going to get Bibo in here? Are we going to talk to him as LeydyBug finishes up her run here? But yeah, he did well considering he named his character F. That cursed for the beginning. But yeah, congrats to biibobii. It's a rough thing, but he stuck with it, carried through. I don't think the commentators have missed a Gwyn parry. Not on stream, because I never parry Gwyn on stream. How about you, Barker? Have you ever missed a Gwyn parry?
I mean, I lost a run to Gwyn once, if that counts.
Oh, and I'm being informed by Killy that F is actually good luck for biibobii, that it has gotten him a couple hitless runs in the past. But Lady here is running through. She's just got... So Lady just has DLC bosses left, right, Barker?
Should be. Yeah.
Yeah,
DLC.
She's just got Manus, Manus, the best dragon ever, and then Gwyn left. So not too far behind, despite all the setbacks we've had today. Yes, she did do 4 Kings, Maggot. And when I say your name, I feel like I'm insulting you like a drill instructor, but yes, Maggot, she did kill 4 Kings. And you love how the arrows bounce off this guy. But are we gonna get biibobii in here? Do we know?
He is.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hello.
biibobii. Great job, man. Congrats on the perseverance to push through that.
Yeah, I should have bought dung pies for Priscilla, I think.
Yeah, the shit strats would have carried you there. So what happened? Talk us through your mindset. Talk us through what went wrong there with the initial fight.
I whiffed basically, and then well, she's invisible, so halberd whiff doesn't really go too well with an invisible enemy. I haven't had that trouble with her though lately. I don't understand. And then it happened again. And then for some reason, my little shortcut just like stopped working. The ledge that I fall on just disappeared. So I got a couple hits there too. And yep, a couple hollows. Got real fun.
Honestly, I think it's I've been there before too. I've been there where I've completely humiliated myself in hitless tournaments, and I feel like it's a mindset matter. It really seemed like you were tilted after the first couple Priscilla hits, and it's rough to continue on with that. But honestly, I don't think a lot of chat appreciates it as much as I do, that you carried on. Like, you did not stop. You kept going. And you got it eventually. Like, I've seen runners stop during the middle of hitless runs, and it's always better to see people push through and complete.
I appreciate it, guys. I was happy to do it. I'm sorry it was a lot more hits than I expected, but I was kind of happy with the time. I wish, those hits would have brought it down quite a bit if I wouldn't have had them.
Oh, yeah, you would have had a really fast time. And I mean, I know we, didn't give you a lot of time to prepare, so we really do appreciate you coming in. And despite it, I think everybody loved it, watching your run. They had a great time. Chat, get some love for biibobii in chat right now for putting on a great show for us.
Thank you guys so much. How's Lady doing?
She's doing all right. She is on Manus right now. She's got Manus, Calamite, and Gwyn left. She's at 5 hits. So
great.
As long as So, LeydyBug was telling me that you were somewhat of a mentor to her, that she learned a lot from you.
Yeah, we were doing this run at the same time, late last year, early this year. So actually a lot of strats, like the butterfly strat that we do was her idea. And then I kind of helped her with some routing, stuff like that, and leveling and different things. But yeah, so we just kind of worked on it around the same time.
But so how does it feel to... Go ahead.
Oh, and it was also her first hitless run. I had done any percent already, and then she picked up any percent along the way, I think.
Wait, so she just went straight for all bosses right out the gate?
Yeah, she's pretty savage. She did all bosses deathless, and then went for all bosses hitless right afterwards.
Nice.
What an absolute mad lass. What crazy person would go for all bosses as their first hitless run?
Yeah.
Shut up, Flippy.
So, how does it feel watching your own apprentice? Competing against your own apprentice now? Is there a mixture of pride going on right now?
I'm definitely happy that she's the person I'm going against. She's really good, and she put in a lot of work. I think it took me 6 months to get this run. It took her a little bit more than that. And it was her first run, and she was taking a little breaks here and there on it. But so we both worked really hard. So I'm happy to be here with her on this event.
Yeah, it's been a really entertaining time. Barker's been doing all the counting for me and filling me in on all the strats. There's so many things you were doing that I'm like, wait, you can do that?
Oh yeah.
So what else do you... So what sort of time do you think you would have gotten without the deaths? What's the target time you were aiming for with this route?
I was hoping 220, but 220? I don't know. Yeah, I got a 224 with 7 hits, so that's kind of what I was hoping for.
Okay, and I have to ask this question. Did you ever at any point consider the possibility of the pew-pews? Of incorporating sorcery?
No, I've seen Barker's run a bunch though, and I know how fast it is and everything. It's a great idea for this run to make it like a speed run, but I'm a no-hit runner. I'm not a speed runner.
So what you're kind of implicitly saying is that sorcery would make your run invalid?
Not at all. Not at all. I just choose not to use it.
Not going to it.
No, I think the strats are crazy. You get to one-shot most of the bosses after DLC, and it's really cool, but I don't know. It just isn't what I'm used to.
Yeah, and we were talking about that a little bit. We were wondering what you guys were going to go for, if you were going to stick with the more tried and true meta, or if you were going to branch out in that. But I think it also maybe makes it a better show for the people to see a little more than 10 seconds of all the boss fights.
Yeah. It gives you opportunity to get more staggers, too, like Centipede.
Okay. And mods, you are doing God's work in chat right now. I just want to say the moderation team is doing God's work in chat right now. Thank you, mods. As we see LeydyBug going into Calamite. Okay, Bibo, on a scale of in a scale out of 10 from 11 to 500, from great boss or greatest boss, how would you rank Calamite?
He's the hardest boss for me on this run. Apparently Priscilla's next hardest, but yeah, Calamite's a pain. He was messing with me hard. He did not want to give me anything to punish, and I got a little impatient, and that's why I got hit.
Yeah, that head swipe hitbox, it's just perfect and has no flaws in it at all. It doesn't linger for 10 seconds and push you into it.
Yeah.
The quick charge by Calamite, there's very little tell for that. He kind of hunches back a little bit, but you have to be on point to see that, to read that in time. Is that something you're really scared of, that quick charge there, Bibo? Because I know I plunge with that.
I am in that tight of that area right there. That area is really bad. for that kind of thing where it's all tight. I like the quick charge if I can like position myself correctly, because then you can run at him and punish it when he starts breathing fire.
Yeah, it's really nice when he's just not in front of a wall. I think Calamate's arena is just so horribly designed. That little
that tiny
thin section, the little thin section's so horrible, and he spawns in there, and yucky.
And when he like flies up against a wall, but the wall pushes him over to the left, right into you, and it's a wonderful boss fight. It's just a grand time all around.
Yeah, I really like getting the tail slams though. That's my favorite attack to punish because
you didn't cut the tail.
I won't do it.
We gotta talk. Man. You didn't cut the tail.
But then I would have missed 5 more hits if I would have cut the tail.
Doesn't matter.
It does.
No, I don't want to hear excuses. I want tail cuts.
That's my favorite attack to punish. I can't.
Yeah, and you punish it by cutting that tail, and then the dragon and then Calamite falls down, and he runs his legs around in the air like a turtle you flipped on its back, and it's hilarious. And that's a moral victory. That's where you demoralize Calamite.
And then you hit him with Crystal
And you
Soul
just passed. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
But yeah, we did have to deduct 7 style points for not cutting off Calamite's tail.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, so we got LeydyBug coming back into Calamite. Did she fight Manus already, or I'm terrible at counting? Okay.
Yes, she did. It's Calamite.
She should just have Gwen after this, yeah.
Yep. So, we've noticed some slight differences in boss order. Is there anything, like, that, influences your boss order late game, or is it just kind of whatever you feel like doing after ONS?
I used to actually do the route that LeydyBug's doing. Now that's when I got the run, this is basically the route I did. And then I thought the route that I was doing might be a little faster. So I went with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just little time efficiencies you thought you could pick up by swapping up the boss order slightly?
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's very close to being for that big claw, because that big claw can drag you into the hitbox.
Icky.
I also get really scared of that spin. It's pretty easy to dodge, but still. And rolling away from that. She should... Oh, nope, not going for that. She's just getting some space. Is she just getting him away from that wall right now? Oh, and the quick charge again, but she dodges it this time. And GG LeydyBug.
That's the attack I like to punish when he does the quick charge. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice
that
punish.
Quick charge, if you're in bad position. Go ahead.
Last time she just whiffed a hit, and then she was like right in front of him, and she tried to just spam roll to the right, but that was a poor situation.
Yeah, the whiff on that halberd is so bad.
That's the rough thing with running halberd is any whiffed attack, it really hurts. Wait, where's she going now?
Yeah, I think she might be out of Homeward Bones.
You don't really need that at this point. You're absolutely.
I would dark sign.
She's just dark sign and go to win.
I don't know.
Because at this point, like a 60k should just be like 1 or 2 levels. That shouldn't really matter for Gwen.
That's chump change.
Some people forget that dark sign is a thing, though. Like, you get so used to Homeward Bones, especially in casual play, and you never dark sign because that's giving up your that's giving up all your souls and humanity. You never do that in casual play. So, like in challenge runs, people just forget that dark sign is a thing. Anyways, so just Gwen, and I think LeydyBug has this wrapped up. So 6 hits for LeydyBug here. She forgot to buy some. Oh, it's no big deal. It's her time to shine. No. When you're in a tournament and you're the last to finish, you don't try and finish quick. You do the exact opposite. You drag it out. You stall things, Ain Run style. You take your time in the spotlight.
She had to get
You
that
do
one
what
level of
Ain Run
endurance.
does. Yeah, gotta get that level of endurance and do a 4-hour any percent and just take your time in the spotlight. She's gonna bow down every single Black Knight in the kiln. Have any of the Team Hitless organizers done Trilogy?
I don't waste my time with the other two.
Oh my god, Ain throwing shade here as Lady is heading into the kiln. And let's see, I think she's just gonna run through. She's gonna do a couple quick drops to set up our TSR here. She does have Symbol of Avarice though, so she could just do the run through with Symbol of Avarice. Oh, she's doing the setup you talked about, Barker.
No, she's not.
Wait. What's she doing then? She needs a little bit more damage for RTSR somewhere here.
We'd probably set it up behind the pillar, I think.
Oh. Okay, so she is doing a little bit of Ain Run stall style. Okay. What a coincidence that the two runners have a faster all bosses run than Ain's any percent DS1 run in Trilogy. No, not just that, CBD. Both runners yesterday had faster times for all bosses in Dark Souls 2 than Ain had in Dark Souls 1 any percent. Oh man. Oh, wait. It's going over here. Is she gonna loop him around this pillar? Okay. Get him way out of the way.
I've never seen that.
I think
That was with DLC,
she pulled
Dominic.
off the
That was all
fog ring.
bosses and DLC.
She pulled off the fog ring.
Yep,
a
she
little
pulled off the
soon.
fog ring and then ran him over there.
But yeah, if you want to like rotate him around the pillar, you usually do it with the pillar that you're already at. I've never actually seen anyone go to that other pillar. I wonder why she does that.
I don't think she meant to. I think the fog ring, she pulled it off and saw the one coming up behind her, and then wanted to get away from him
Oh.
too.
That's fair.
Okay. Alright, rolls in. You always want to do that roll past the fog wall so you don't get hit in the back by that Black Knight with the halberd. Perfect parry on the high jump. Back behind him. 3 rolls backwards.
4.
Or maybe more, counting is not my strong suit. And gets the second parry for the GG.
GG, lady.
And the big question is, has LeydyBug been watching? Does she know that she just won? But GG LeydyBug, fantastic run today. And let's see if we can... LeydyBug, is that you?
Am I done?
You're done.
G,
Congrats.
second G.
What
You
a
got
mess.
it. It was a
Freaking
beautiful mess.
man. Holy!
Oh,
I
man.
wanted to give up so many points in that run. You have no idea.
But you
Holy
didn't.
crap.
You persevered. That Bed of Chaos fight,
Oh
we
my
were questioning,
God.
does LeydyBug know how to recover this? You
Literally,
persevered
the
and...
only reason I knew how to recover from that so fresh is because I just did Scorch Contract like a few weeks back. And it took away
Scorch
my
Contract.
ability to cheese Bed of Chaos. So I had to use the manual route, I guess. And it's
The
just a
versatility.
coincidence.
I don't know if you know.
I can't believe I didn't get hit in Lower Berg when I was going back.
Lower Berg is a horrible place that nobody wants to go to, and we were wondering if, like, how you would recover that with the doors open. But you had to improvise a bit there, didn't you?
Oh yeah, it was 100%. I actually forgot that they were already going to be open until I got there and they were open. So I was like,
Surprise!
oh my god, everything is messed up. And then like, so the Capra mistake was that I kicked the second attack instead of attacking. So
Oh, the frickin'! They never
That's
come
what
out when you
happened.
want them to, but the
Yeah.
kicks always come out when you don't want them to. Oh my
exactly.
God.
So I got the proper RNG and everything. I got his his plunge attack, and I just kicked instead of stabbed. And I was like, I was angry. I'm glad I was muted. I'm glad y'all couldn't hear me because I was cursing up a storm. That's for sure.
So, LeydyBug, I don't know if you know, but you are the victor today. The apprentice has bypassed the master. The student has surpassed the teacher on this day. Bibo had a bit of a run-in with Priscilla. Priscilla was taking some heads today.
Yeah. Oh my god. I like my strat. I know people often throw poop at her. My strat just goes wrong when I can't keep track of her footprints, and that happens frequently when I'm under a lot of stress. So
you gotta focus on the feet.
Yep, gotta focus on the feet. And luckily I was able to kind of improvise the second time around too, because I usually start out by taking a chunk of her health with the halberd at the beginning, but she already disappeared. So that was also something I had to account for.
But you persevered, both of you guys persevered greatly, and, you know, good run or bad, what we really like to see is runners to persevere, push through, and you guys got this. Can we see final time on LeydyBug?
Oh, yeah. 250? What? Still? Oh my god, with all those runbacks too? Holy crap. I did not think I was going to be under 3 hours. I did not think. And I do want to apologize. I know that y'all have got other runners coming up, and I took a little bit longer than I probably should have.
Nah. This is best souls. Like, we're giving the people a treat by stalling out and taking longer. More best souls, right, chat? Who wants to see Dark Souls 3 when we got more Dark Souls 1?
Oh, damn. Look at the time now. Oh my god, it's DS3 time.
Oh my.
No.
DS3 time.
Alright.
Nah, we got some time to talk about Dark Souls 1 more.
Oh, damn, he's muted again. That's so unfortunate. Anyway.
Guys,
thank you guys so much for running. Commentators, thank you so much for commentating, including Flippy even. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and hopefully you guys stay tuned for DS3. And yeah, stay tuned. Bye bye.
Cheers, guys. Good luck.